When speedrunning Nocturne, you're allowed to set up if auto memory is on or off before starting the run. Time starts when you start the run and lock in your difficulty. On HD, it takes an extra button press. 3, 2, 1. Nope. This is Shin Megami Tensei Nocturnes HD Remaster, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, but not actually in this run. There's 4 main versions of Nocturne, which I'll talk about in a moment.
Yes,
Let's just kind of get through the prologue first. Game kind of starts with this dream sequence sort of thing, where we're talking to one of our teachers at high school in a dream. She says, "Will you tell me who you are?" I think I'm CCCCCC of the CCCCCCCCCC clan. From Beautiful Comments YouTube. Doesn't matter how you reply to this first question. And you can input the name of your teacher. We'll just go with the default. Because, like, who thinks of names for teachers? They would just enter the name of, like, a teacher they actually had, IRL. That would be kind of weird. Or maybe it'd be weirder to use the name of your friend who's a teacher. Anyway, it's neat that they let you give her a name. But, not one of the other more important characters. Oh yeah, HD added voiceovers in a lot of places. I guess I have Japanese voices on. Mostly for the shopkeeper voice. Much more exciting in Japanese. The community seems to love him. It is funny how you can set the family names for all these other characters as well, even though they never appear in the game script anywhere else ever again. Make sure to interact with this vending machine. It gives you a mysterious drink that is not listed as one of the options, but will be important once we get out of the prologue. It's a little faster to pick the other option, but you can mash dialogue so fast it doesn't really matter. Mashing dialogue in this game is fun. You basically hold, well, on PS2 you would hold triangle and then you mash back and forth between cross and circle as fast as you can. So yeah, this is the overworld map for the real world. You know, it's got Harajuku and Yoyogi Park, Shibuya, Shinjuku. It's got a lot of parts of downtown Tokyo. So we were supposed to meet 2 of our classmates here in Yoyogi Park so we could chat with our teacher, but it turns out there was some kind of violent incident at the park. There's police lines there and stuff. This journalist is there checking it out. So we're just kind of getting cell phone contact with our lazy friend Izamu and our preppy friend Chiaki, or Chionki Kong, as I often call her in my runs. The last member of the DK crew. So yeah, we just kind of get an update on the situation. Isamu and Chiaki already moved on to the hospital where our teacher is staying. Apparently she had a breakdown or something. I keep forgetting why she's there. Given the text of one of the endings, I think it might have to do with mental health in some way. Maybe like depression or I don't know, some I don't even know if she got a diagnosis. I'm a speedrunner, I haven't read all the characters' dialogue. I think I got a pretty good grasp on this game's story. It's basically a gang war, and we're strong enough to interfere on both sides, like any JRPG. Just gotta get through the dialogue of the prologue first. So yeah, this journalist, Tajiri, he's like, yeah, I know what really happened in this park. It was a clash between 2 opposing cults. And he wrote about it in this magazine called Ayakashi, or Uncovering. Ayakashi Monthly. That picture on the back says Nova, but backwards. I think that's supposed to be art from Persona 1 or 2 or something. Anyway, so Isamu actually got here ahead of Chiaki, and she doesn't know where he is, so she's like creeped out that there's nobody here at this hospital. No doctors, no patients, no receptionists. Very weird. Hospitals are usually, you know, crammed full all the time. I've known people who've worked in the health system. It's quite a labyrinth. It's a very busy place. There's always a matter of managing a space where everything is maxed out. Alright, so someone was in the other hallway. That was Isamu. I think you can go to either hallway, but it's faster to go to the left because we're going to that vending machine anyway. So there's both of our vending machines covered.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny that Isamu says, "I hope this place isn't contaminated with some kind of deadly virus." The original PS2 version came out in 2004, and that line sure hit different when this game came out in HD in 2020. No, wait, 2021 in North America, I think. Thanks for the good luck, Velociraptor. Just kind of trying to give some pleasant commentary. We'll get two birds stoned at once, as they say. Get a PB where I'll save a minute. I'll remember to tag that terminal in prison. Here we go. Plot according to One Piece Otaku. Clothed man is offered unlimited power because boy feels like it. Just ask clothes man to take off shirt and get the light up tattoos, but gets to keep the sneakers. The main character's got some pretty nice shoes. They look like some runners that would cost at least $100. 100 CAD, I guess. Maybe shoes are cheaper across the border. Alright, so that bit of cutscene there, after we gave Isamu a little Luigi's Mansion style spook, he went out of bounds and found the men's room, and also an ID card, which would be a likely place for an ID badge to get left behind. There is no washroom anywhere in Nocturne, so Isamu went somewhere that was off the map and got that important key item that allowed us to get through that security checkpoint there, where we could meet this guy who's doing some very intense gaming with 6 monitors and a light-up keyboard. That swish is still in the PS2 version too. There's a lot of like pretty nice animations in the characters in this game. A lot of fine detail going on, and the animators tried hard to make a lot of them look good. I think there's only one that I like to make fun of. We probably won't even get a good look at it. Hey, you summoned Baphomet. That's a famous demon. Oh, wait. Right before we're gonna get killed. That's our teacher. She's like, what? You can't leave him alone? He won't affect our plan. He's like, it doesn't matter. Even a pebble casts ripples in water. And then our teacher's like, fine. If you kill him, I'll stop cooperating with you. So Ikawa spins around in his chair and goes back to playing League of Legends. He's in a pretty intense game with someone else. He's almost got their 5 heroes down, though. No Samael there either. Oh, wait. Got one more little tripwire to run across here. A lot of cutscenes are over tripwires and stuff, and a lot of them will drop you off in the middle of the corridor again, but this one remembers exactly where you were. But I'm pretty sure like the line of best fit, like the diagonal to that open door, still kind of goes across the middle of the seam anyway. Alright, then just go back to here. Oh yeah, and you can mash cancel on elevators to skip the scene. Get up there a little faster. And pretty typically, about 8.5 minutes in, we're at one more last long bit of dialogue before a great cutscene event called The Conception. So our teacher explains that the world is about to end and everyone outside of this hospital will perish. And she's like, no, I don't have any regrets, but please come find me in the next world. I'll be your strength. I'll explain everything if you can just find me there. It's a pretty tense moment. That's why I'm gonna hide in these smartphone barriers over here, where I'm nice and safe. And I'll just play some music along with. So, the world ended. GG. That's time for the bad ending? No, I'm just kidding. I guess the fastest category at the time, which is a bit of a meme, is Puzzle Boy, RTA. Just get the Puzzle Boy and get the Magatama reward as fast as possible. Alright, we got this weird voice that's like, be not afraid. 3 big spinning rings and says, show me your heart. Not even a hint of a reason. Go out into the world and find out what you want to do. Go! Huh? That was weird. What do you mean I don't have capital R reason? I grew up with Descartes, and Hobbes, and Kant, and, I wonder what philosophers our main character reads. He's got a gaming computer in one of the endings, in his room. Oh, wait a minute. You know, our main character didn't quite look the way you've probably seen him before, with the no shirt and the LED tattoos. Voltor had come to bless the run. Maybe that's a bit of an intense scene. That may be worthy of a warning, but I think it's pretty apparent what happens. The lady's like, don't worry, this will only hurt for an instant, and then whoosh, got a new silhouette with a horn on the back of the head. What's happened? We're out of our SMT prologue, out of the real world of present-day Tokyo, and into the magical world of demons. Yeah, she's like, I put a Magatama in you, the essence of demonic power. Now you're part demon, kid. Go out there. My little master is always watching, so don't bore him. Or he will post Kappa and Larpus in Twitch chat. Yeah, I guess this game does have the M rating. There's also the alcohol reference. Sometimes demons will interview you in the middle of combat, and I know Naga has asked me like, hey, you like drinking, man? You like drinking? And one of the answers you can give in PS2 script does say, no, I'm the designated driver. I don't think there's motor vehicles anymore in this new Vortex world. Oh, a bit of a spoiler calling it that. Yeah, also some of the finer details in the game do contain Atlas logic, so be wary of that. Well, Hijiri, wait, he made it to the hospital right before the world ended, I guess? Well, he recognizes me, so it must be him. So we found this weird cylinder, the light-up keyboard in Ikawa's room. It doesn't light up anymore, so he's gonna try to figure out how to make it work while I go out there and try not to get killed by demons. He's too spooked, but he's like, what happened to you? And I just said, oh, I've become stronger now. Don't worry about it. Alright, so here's where the famous tutorial area would be, but in my case it's just these 2 will-o-wisps instead of the ultra-deadly Preda of the R-type tunnel. These guys should be pretty easy, especially on Merciful difficulty. I didn't even finish talking about all the different versions of Nocturne. So in the real world, there should have been like one more NPC to talk to right before the hospital, and in the versions of the game that have Dante, they'll talk about like, oh, I saw this really tall foreigner in red. He had a big sword, he looks so cool. I feel like I've seen him before somewhere though. So, alright, let's talk about the versions of Nocturne in order. The original version came out on PS2 in Japan only. Then the old enhanced remake called Maniacs Edition came out in Japan, and also had Dante from the Devil May Cry series. One of the developers put him in there for fun, and they showed it to Capcom, and Capcom liked the idea, so they decided to support it. In exchange, Kaneko got to design Dante's Devil Trigger for him in Devil May Cry 3. So, I guess that's some video game demonology for you. Some demon mythology in the world of video games. Got a little bit of SMT and DMC. And then after Maniacs was Maniacs Chronicle, which instead of Dante, had Atlas's Raido Kuzunoha from the Devil Summoner series. Which is an okay substitution, I guess. It seems to work. I didn't like him before, just watching speedruns, but once I got HD and played with Raido myself, he started to warm up to me. I guess it helped having the dialogue in English for the first time and being able to read it instead of mashing through it super quickly. So, as HD was announced, people began to wonder what version of Nocturne is going to be made into HD. Surely it won't be vanilla PS2. I guess it's going to be Chronicle, because Atlas has all the rights to the IPs, but eventually it was announced that there would be paid DLC to have Dante, to have the Maniacs version of Nocturne instead of Maniacs Chronicle, where it's available, or some regions get Raido included for free. Some places get, well, actually no, they don't get Dante for free instead. Capcom wanted their licensing bucks, I guess. So that's kind of why Merciful any percent is usually done on the HD vanilla version, which is kind of like the secret 4th version of Nocturne. Because one little known fact about the original version of Nocturne, it only had one difficulty. Maniacs added normal and hard difficulties, but the original version of Nocturne had some features of one. Like they all kind of blended together. I think, well, Hard famously has all vendor prices tripled, and enemies do double damage compared to normal, and chances of retreating are 0%. That's what hard mode is like normally, but in vanilla, it was the damage values of hard, but, you know, you could run like normal mode, and the shot prices were normal as well. Alright, so I've turned on auto mode. Because I turned on auto memory before starting the run, what that does is when I activate auto, instead of having all my characters attack like it's Persona 3, they input the last move they did. And while fighting those Praetas, I had Pixie use Zio, a lightning spell, which Fornius also happens to be weak to. So I can just press one button and beat the first boss without talking to any new demons or recruiting anybody, without picking up any items, without getting into a single fight, because Merciful has a much lower encounter rate than normal. You're just kind of, you know, marching right through the game. So this is why I say HD Vanilla is the 4th version of Nocturne, because it doesn't have, like, in terms of content, it's the same as the original Nocturne on PS2. But it also has all the difficulty options available now in HD. I seem to be 10 seconds behind. I'm not sure why, but that's fine. I'll be a minute ahead after Big Mizuchi. Like immediately, not on the Big Mizuchi split, but on the split right after it. Alright, so the old woman and her master have returned to give us some more exposition. As you can see, Tokyo has become an inwardly wrapped sphere. Like, imagine peeling an orange and then, like, lifting it back up into a sphere and taping it all shut. We're on the inside of that. And there's a really bright disco ball in the middle called Kagutsuchi that seems to pulsate between a new phase, which is darker, and a full phase, which is brighter, even though in-game it always looks the same. Also, this is where we get a nice red coat from Devil May Cry 2, but Dante's not in this version of the game. Oh, I also have all the DLC for the different overworld map music and battle themes. That could be a donation incentive, I guess. Alright, so make sure to stop by Yoyogi Park, where Pixie is from, to presumably drop her off, but this bit of dialogue here comes up, where she'll offer to stay with you instead. So just juke a little to the right and then go back, and you can exit. And here we go, here's Shibuya, City of the Free. Apparently there's other factions battling it out in the Vortex world, but here in Shibuya, people are chill. There's even a disco where people just dance. They just dance furiously, all Kagutsuchi. Maybe one day we'll get our Nocturne rhythm game. Or Kart Racer, I guess that's what Merciful is like. Oh wow, I just tagged that door like from completely sideways. That looked awesome. Oh, I just realized I did not need to ingest Wadatsumi. Because my very next fight will be with Spectre, and then I'll learn Fire Breath from that. Yeah. So, Magatama are kind of like your equipment in this game. They affect what element you nullify and what you're weak to, and also what skills will be learned when leveling up. In a nutshell, Nocturne is kind of like Pokemon if your trainer had to fight on the front line, and if your trainer dies, then it's game over. Back to your last save point. One more text box to clear. Congrats, Metal Gear Donut. Yeah, I played this game during quarantine, and I really liked it. That's why I speedrun it now. So having done that cutscene in Club Inferno with our friend Chiaki, who's a bit shell-shocked by the end of the world, just gotta do one more thing in here and we'll be allowed to progress to the next area. Before that, though, I'm gonna go shopping. It turns out I got an extremely valuable and rare Soma from the real world, from the Jack Frost coffee machine, which I can sell. That should pay for most of my endeavors for the early game. Merciful gives you 3 times as much experience and at least 3 times as much Maka from fights, but usually it's more. Gotta stop in the Cathedral of Shadows here. And that will trigger events and allow me to go to the next area. This is the Cathedral of Shadows, where demons are fused, but I only have 1 demon, so I can't do anything here. Let's leave. Alright, you can hear sounds coming from the terminal room. Wait, really? There was actually like a small terminal in the Shinjuku Medical Center, but I never even took a glance at it. Alright, Hijiri made it here somehow. Even though we walked outside, he's already here. What's going on? He's like, hey man, this thing is actually kind of like a computer. It has a demon internet too, and a 3D printer. I teleported myself here. Now I'm gonna get you to try it out. There's this organization with a human leader in Ginza. I want you to go there and investigate. Here, I'll teleport you there. Alright. So we get a little cutscene, which can't be skipped, unfortunately. If this was Digital Devil Saga, I'd probably be hitting this button, and it would just say, this event cannot be skipped. Ijiri's like, uh-oh, there's a bit of a malfunction. You seem to have fallen into a series of tubes. Well, if there's an entrance, there's an exit. Just go straight ahead, and hopefully you'll get out of there. And then immediately we're hit with a Y-fork. And another Y-fork. And if you go the wrong way, you get teleported back to the start. So already we're getting a taste of classic Atlas dungeon design of teleport mazes, trial and error stuff to lengthen it out. Hijiri does kind of give you a vague warning that, like, I don't know what things were like in Ginza, so when you set foot in there, be careful. But it's actually a much more dire hint than that, because when you set foot into the Amala network, you cannot leave, except by completing it. It's a dungeon with no entrance. This was definitely the part that got me stuck on hard mode when I first started, but then when I returned to the game, I just fought a little more and got over it. But this place is really rough, because all the demons here are either Foul or Haunt Clan, which are just kind of like screaming ghosts that can't communicate, and Elements, which are, well, they're snooty, but they're like, I'm Element Clan, I refuse to join you. There's just like a little earth elemental named Earthus, and a floating Listerine man named Earthus, or Eros. There he is. There's Eros. Yeah, Eros a bit of a big problem in hard mode due to having resist magic and a very capable healing spell, and also the ability to charm. Very dangerous foe, especially when you can't run away from anything. Alright, so while we were in the network, staircases kept appearing and disappearing, and Hijiri talked to us and fixed it the first time, but then the second time he said something about interference and then broke up and we lost contact with him. And then he broke up again, even in this round room with a more stable signal. So we're still trying to get through here, but it's getting more difficult. Luckily it's not very difficult on Merciful difficulty. I wish I could have tried Japanese Vanilla Nocturne, because I want to see what that normal plus difficulty is like. The early game is quite different without that early game content of Matador and Dante. There's no true demon ending stuff either. No fiends. No talking to the young lady in black with the old guy in the chair. Yeah, here's another longer unskippable scene of 3 staircases in the Amala network going down for maintenance. In the meantime, though, I'll just try to take the line of best fit I can through all these long hallways. You know, these transitions to the next area are flat walls, so I might as well hug the inside. The community might joke about when's Nocturne kart racing, but it's already here, baby. Nocturne's already a racing game. Again, I'm proceeding directly to the anomaly, have Hijiri fix everything. This third room shown in this cutscene with the pretty looking mystical chest in it has a bead chain in it, which I could sell for 5,000 Maka, but with Maka rewards from fights tripled, don't need it. Yeah, I think a lot of the, what's the roster for Nocturne kart? Nue for sure. Nue is like Bowser. He's one of the heavyweights. Bishamon would definitely be in Nocturne kart. Jack Frost would have to be in Nocturne kart. Pixie too. Dang, I want to see this get made now. I'm trying to picture like a musical fusion between like the big band jazz of Mario Kart with like Megaro's slower, funky grooves. Oh, there we go. I think my PS2 is already set up for that Fukutaba, I just have to test it. Anyway, here's our first real question mark boss fight. Spectre. The source has been disrupting Hijiri the whole time. That's pretty dangerous, I better use lunge. Physical skill. It costs HP like Paladin's Quest. There's 6 of them. I don't have a good group damaging attack, so just give them the best I got. Nice Kaisha. Yeah, I got an extra turn there for getting a critical hit, just like when I hit a weakness. Like Zio earlier. The Spectres have resist magic, though, so lunge is my best bet. And Magatama Shiranui I ingested. Gives me immunity to fire, so that shortens this battle quite a bit. Craigasm, except not really. That's kind of how I feel about Paladin's Quest 2, but I like it more than that. Like, a lot more than that. Uh-oh. Well, this guy's really trying. This guy wants to be on stream so bad. Save Pixie's MP for this phase 2. Well, now I have to use Dia so I can keep using lunge, so I guess I will, begrudgingly. I didn't have to heal last time I did this fight. There we go. Yeah, the accuracy rates on Merciful are quite astounding. Lunge is supposed to have lower accuracy. But it always hits. And I don't even get punished for having lower HP either. Oh look, Hypixie transformed. Sometimes demons transform. It just be that way sometimes. I guess on turn 3 I could have... Like, once I got rid of 2 or 3 specters, I didn't have to keep lunging. Basically, all the specters will combine after turn 3, and I don't think the difference between 3 material and 4 material... Or I think it's... No, it's 4 material and 5 material. Those are the ones that don't matter. Like, if you let all 6 combine, then the combined specter is very powerful, so you want to kill at least 1. But on Merciful, if you got lucky with lunge crits, I think you could kill 3. Or 4, actually. Demon or Musubi? I am gonna go with Demon ending again, just because I would prefer to show that one off. I was going to test, like, in Musubi, the Noah cutscene is 47 seconds. I forgot to time how long the Kagutsuchi fight is, though. I think it's at least 3 minutes, though, because Kagutsuchi has a lot of HP. Right, I don't even have to stop to heal. Sometimes Magatama will heal you after you level up. I guess I'll go for the muscle drink and the dismute. That's probably a waste of 10 seconds in the end, but I at least want to show it off and talk about it. I could use the muscle drink for immunity to the status effects that Big MIZUCHI has. This is what I would like to try, Fukataba. I think if I can get good turn order later on, it'll be worth. And I actually think sack fusing arrows to make MIZUCHI will be better. It's better to have MIZUCHI first and then MC third. You would have Queen Mob second. Actually, maybe you would comp arrows and have Queen Mob fourth. Yeah, Queen Mob fourth would work better for Ball Avatar. Just gonna shave off 6 minutes. Eek. It's a big amount. But I'm pretty sure I can do Noah better as well. I wasted a turn. I shot a Zeo by mistake. It got reflected and lost like 6,000 damage. I lost 2 go-arounds of Glacial Blast from MC. Alright, anyway, we did make it to Ginza after beating Spectre, and now we're kind of walking through the sewer to try to get to the next town, because there actually isn't much to do in Ginza. Alright, we caught up with that guy that ran away from us. There seems to be a village in the sewer. We're mannequins, this old guy says. So I guess they're not exactly human, but they're certainly human-shaped. Alright, the mannequins return to their rooms. Now I'm gonna switch to Wadatsumi, which will teach me Ice Breath at the first available opportunity. And brace for some camera shaking here. I'm just kind of drawing a crooked square wave by sampling theory, the best diagonal I can draw through the water there. So, you normally move slower when wading through hip-deep water like that, but if I press circle to get the camera to snap behind me, like Phantasy Star Online 1 or an old Monster Hunter game, you also get this weird kind of like strafey movement system like this. It kind of makes the gameplay in a very like 90-degree grid sort of way. But you also move faster through water. Like the movement penalty through fluid is ignored when you're doing that. So, you can also move the camera with the L1 and R1, and again it will snap to the 90-degree angles that are possible to face with that circle strafing form of movement. Alright, so can't go any farther than this mannequin village. There's a border guard. He says, there's this gang of demons called the Mantra coming from Ikebukuro that's been raiding us, so we've sealed off this checkpoint. Can't let them through. Can't let you through either, or the Mantra might come attack. So we talked to this weird collector guy who's like, "Oh, the guard didn't let you through, eh? Well, I'm friends with him. Here, I'll put in a good word with him, but you have to do me a favor. You have to bring me a bill. It's a piece of paper with fancy ink on it and a person's face. I heard they used to be very valuable in the old world. Go get me one." I don't know where to find them, though. Maybe in a city? Well, we haven't been to many places except 2 different cities, so I guess we'll just start looking. Just kidding, we're gonna get one in like 2 minutes. Oh yeah, I did pick up a repulse spell in that room earlier. It's basically a repel. Just rejects low-level encounters. But even though I have the triple experience, I am still a low level right now. It's also quite unusual that my only demon is still High Pixie. That's a very unusual way to play Nocturne. I could be marching with up to 8 demons right now, and field up to 3 at a time. And that would give me more turns in combat. It would explode my combat potential. But no, it was not to be. Oh, I wanted the sapphire. Wait, the sapphire, I want the pearl? Right, well that's only gonna matter if I get a coral, but I don't think I can. Unless I see some Isoras while walking to the next town. Oh no, a boss fight. I gotta fight this troll. He's weak to ailments. I can disable his super strong attacks by... Oh, wait, never mind. I can just do Rotunda to lower his defense and do my strongest magic move, and I've been cranking magic all game. Nice double hits, by the way. Fire Breath hits random targets. Oh no, High Pixie didn't dodge, and only took 17 damage. Thanks for the good luck playing Pies 555. I guess I didn't try to get an Isora encounter this time. So yeah, Isoras are these evil sea flap-flaps, these manta ray demons that live in the waters of the mannequin village. They can drop a gem called a coral, which I can trade at a shop here in Ginza at level 20 to get a demon called Flamus. And Flamus will learn Makakaja really quickly, which will raise my side's magic attack. I think it would make a lot of fights faster. It would be kind of like getting a BKH in a Dark Souls speedrun. Anyway, I got the bill. So, let's move on. Oh, but first, let's do some shopping. Brace yourself for Irashai with 2 S's. Let's see some good spelling class.
Irashai. Ara, ii wa yo ne. Ne. Ara,
Definitely gonna buy Kamado and Ifumi some Magatama.
Ara, ii wa yo ne.
I don't need to buy them.
Ara,
Just buy
ii wa yo
6
ne.
Presento for you. No time though, my good man. I've got demons to slay. So yeah, I'll be very happy if I see a fight with Isora, but it's pretty unlikely with how low the encounter rate is. And I'm only gonna see them if the encounter pops when I'm in water. There's not that much water for the next leg of the journey. Oh, Satsura! This guy's very happy to have a bill. Alright, coming up is everyone's favorite boss. Just kidding. Matador is not in this version of Nocturne. There's no fiends, no spooky skeletal mans. There's some medicines in a cube on the right. Hey, we did it, we beat Matador. It's really funny to just imagine like Matador dancing around in the hallway and then we just punt him out of the way, half-minute hero style. Oh, I gotta sit through all these turns. Those chakra drops I bought, by the way, those are like ethers. They just restore MP. You can use them during battle, too. They restore a nice chunk, about 30%-ish. Okay, get ready for more shaky cam. Now we'll just have a nice tranquil walk, hopefully with no more encounters. Tranquil walk of peace. One thing I find interesting, I feel like I've also seen a little bit of Mizushima 4.0 and Mui Mui 14 doing speedruns of Digital Devil Saga. And when they move around in dungeons, they never mess with the camera controls. They just know where they are and only move the character. Whereas Westerners just only hold up on the D-pad and then use the camera buttons to dictate all movement. More evidence that Nocturne kart racing is already here. Is retreat 100% on Merciful? I think it is. Even during full Kagetsuchi, I've never had one of my escape attempts fail out of the few Merciful runs I've done so far. Oops, I didn't mean to wiggle right there. Here's the wiggle right. It's full of clock, eh? I'm gonna get this magic incense. There we go, +1 magic for my main character. Okay, you gotta wiggle left around Oni's hockey stick there. It does have collision. Look how dirty the floor is here. This place really is run by a bunch of goons. Alright. Vito the Minister is going to tell me about how we got a Pokédex and a cloning machine now. Alright, cool. Let's fuse our pixies together. This is an unskippable cutscene the first time you fuse a demon. Enjoy it. Got them D minor and B flat minor chords. I'm Eros of the Element Clan. Charmed, I'm sure. Oh, also, while we were walking, he also invented sacrificial fusion, which can be done during full o'clock. Alright, well, let me just summon a High Pixie and a Pixie, since I don't have those anymore either. Cool. Do I manip Kagetsuchi phase at all in this run? It's going to be fixed after Obelisk, due to the nature of the Obelisk puzzles. I don't really have to do anything. I probably don't even need to do this fight. I'm only fighting these guys so I can learn Ice Breath for Orthrus. Nice shot. You pretty much always want to deny demon skill changes, although in Merciful I like allowing it because it's funny. Alright. One more cutscene break. There's a lot of cutscene breaks in this run. It's actually a pretty forgiving speedrun. You have lots of times that are low input or require no input at all. If you have a wireless controller, you could just, like, walk away and, like, juggle it in one hand in order to mash buttons. Don't have to mash very much here. See? I don't have to touch anything for the next minute. Poor buddy Isamu. Oh, wait, he's not dead. He survived getting bonked by the hammer. Oh, wait. Thor's hungry. Hey, kid, nice gums. Thor, humans call it gum, you know, chewing gum, not gums. Did I stutter? Dang. Yeah, his Magatsuhi ripped right out of him. Thor's like, you're unfamiliar to me, demon. I'm gonna throw you in jail. And then we're gonna have a court date, in which we must survive trial by combat to prove we're strong enough to hang with the Mantra Gang. Alright, so just talk to both walls. That cube has a bead in it, an item that is a full heal on one target. As you can see, though, damage is kind of a rare thing on Merciful, so let's not worry about that. I am ready, Orthrus. Orthrus will only attack with fire, and my Eros has resist magic. Oh, don't use Zeo, that takes way too long. Yeah, you're gonna attack. You're gonna pass. You're gonna attack. Dubs. Hopefully Shiranui heals me. Oh. Alright, Miss Yaxini, I'm actually not ready. Switch it up to Hifumi. There we go. Yaxini is weak to Elec, so I can bully her with this. Oh, here we go. No. That worked okay, actually. Conserved MP a little bit. Ooh, here we go. Go for it. Oh, party fully recovered. Awesome. Gotta keep those Zeos. Some demons are weak to Zeo. Carlotti, very good skill. Remove stun. Usually Hifumi just stuns MC instead of... I think the full party heal is like 20% chance. I never seem to get it. You know what, Thor? I am ready. Because I want you to teach me Tornado. Turn 2, I'll just do the same. Oh. Thor's only got 2,000 HP. Passing's really quick if you want to use auto memory. There we go, now I can put the controller down until I win. Which will probably be this turn. Or this move. Yup. 69 MP, by the way. Learn Tornado. Tornado's funny. I'll talk about Tornado after this. Luck Incense, thanks. That seems lucky, doesn't it? Alright, so Thor's like, congrats, kid, you won the trial by combat. I declare you innocent. You can go in and out of our headquarters freely. You'd better see our boss, Gozuteno. Your power may change the world. Alright, there's our plot stuff taken care of. So yeah, Tornado. The main character can learn magic attacks, but not the usual, like, actual magic that demons use, like Zio and Agi and Zan and Bufu. The Demi-Fiend uses, more naturalistic attacks, I guess. Uses Fire Breath, Ice Breath, and Shock. They cost 9 MP and hit random targets. Now, the wind equivalent, or force equivalent, there isn't an element called wind in this game, but there is one called force. Even though all the, like, names of attacks have to do with winds. You know, there's, like, Wet Wind and Tornado, and Wing Buffet is the 9 MP equivalent of those attacks. But even though the tattoos look a bit like wings, our Demi-Fiend here doesn't actually have wings. So instead, they give him Tornado, which can be learned as soon as level 17. It costs 25 MP, but does heavy damage instead of light damage. 25 MP is pretty backbreaking early on, but... you see... you can get Mana Drain at level 28, and, you know, if you're serious about going into magic, leveling your magic stat also increases your maximum MP. So, you can also learn Force Boost to increase the damage of your tornadoes by 50% as soon as level 22. Hifumi also teaches you War Cry at level 24, a very useful skill to have. Hifumi is just basically the best Magatama in the game. It also gives you Void Force eventually, too. That's actually a really nice Void to pick up. Not so much for the Void Force itself, but because it lets you march around with Shiranui or Adama and have either Void Fire or Repel Elec. Very, very helpful resist to walk around with on hard mode. Alright, well, we made it to our meeting on the 60th floor. I was saying earlier you can press cancel to skip elevator scenes, but on that second elevator you can, like, watch the elevator go from the 3rd floor all the way to the 60th floor, and it takes over a minute. I actually discovered you can skip that by accident when I was trying to speedrun this game on DancePad. I got to that elevator and I was like, oh good, what a time for a break. Sat down on my pad and my circle button was on the top right. And by sitting down on it, I skipped the scene and I'm like, wait, what's going on? I'm at the top already. Okay, I'm gonna tell this guy, let me think about it. Because I'm going for Demon Ending, which is a bad ending of sorts, where you don't fight the final boss. But instead, I will have to fight Samael. And also, Noah. verbs. Birds are jerks. Alright, there's a shortcut from the top of the building. You can jump off. Are you sure? Hey man, I saw Dante do it. He was fine. And then you go to 1 HP. Actually, in Merciful, you just lose half your HP. But I have to walk by this fountain anywhere. There's this, see that giant escalator? It's in my way. I could walk directly to the terminal if it wasn't for that thing. I'm forced to move along the perimeter of a square. This is my first time ever visiting the... the fountain. Oh yeah, actually you're right. Responding in fear to Aradia should lock you out of freedom. But I think... No, but not fighting Samael will make me Shijima, won't it? Just checking my TNL. Okay, I won't level up. I would want Hifumi on for this next encounter, but I'm pretty sure the enemies won't even get a turn. Yeah, I think I will just press triangle and go past Fire Breath and they'll die. I gotta learn Ice Boost next. Calling Mikawa deluded will keep me out of Shijima? If someone can test that for me by the time I get there, they would probably help me get world record. Whoever can verify this, whoever's got a save file that's right before Mott and Mithra,
No.
and then finish the game from there. Or not even finish the game, just enter the Tower of Kagetsuchi, see what Kagetsuchi says, and see which elevator platform you spawn on. West is Musubi, north is Shijima, south is Yosuke, east is Demons. Demon Freedom and True Demon Ending. Samael seems like a big inconvenience to us speedrunners, yes. I bet PPJ knows, but he's been a little remote. Nobody does because question mark. Wait, there's an achievement guide out there, so it would probably fork a save file and go for Demon Ending. See what that guide says. See if you have to fight Samael to get Demon Ending and get the low-res sand. You have to get Demon Ending for the achievement. True Demon Ending doesn't work. Oh, they're going first, too? Oh, new turn order. New bug apparently. Congrats, High Pixie, on leveling up. Sounds like we might be due for a takeover of the wiki, you know? High Pixie looks like the mom from Zack and Cody. What's Zack and Cody, though? That sounds like a Disney Channel show. Thanks for that, Jitsu. Dang, my guest's very educated. Well, if there's a mom that looks like that, I'm suddenly very interested in the show. That short hairstyle was known of in the 90s, and yet you never saw anybody with it in daily life. What a tragedy. No, you're thinking of Kim Possible, Knight the Dragon. That's the other Disney Channel show. Alrighty. Gotta level up with Wadatsumi twice and learn Ice Boost. Luckily, there's 2 Guardian Elagors on the way, guarding these Kilas, these keys that I need to activate the big drill in that central room. Also, even though I'm not going to save for the entirety of the run, I still had to walk into that terminal room. A function that some terminals have is that you can warp from a small terminal one way to a bigger terminal in the same area. You're thinking of SMT4, High Pixie, Knight the Dragon. Alright, 10% more max MP, and fully restored. Anti-mine, good skill to have. Remember to get the white key law, or else you'll have to come back for it. We can't even tell. We can't even tell Knight the Dragon. She's wearing like a cuirass? Half a breastplate? It's like a big metal apron. And a metal apron is the shape of a metal apron, and that's the shape it is. Could be whatever you want underneath. Trying to record a marathon submission vid without weird comments, but it's always gonna happen in the world of SMT. I did wish for a weird world of demon interactions, not Atlas logic. So, of course, some of that sentiment will always exist in chat. The allure of demons is ever present. Ah, but I think allowing Hikawa to summon his god is implicitly agreeing with the reason of Shijima. Lara's an optional fight, Knight the Dragon. Calm down. Wrong guy! Silly demons. I didn't learn Ice Breath in time, or Ice Boost in time. I guess you want to take one random encounter along the way, huh? You know what? I don't need Ice Boost. I don't need Ice Boost for the damage, I just need it for more turns. Checking MP, we're good. Yeah, exactly, so like... just standing by while the guy who's tried to kill you a bunch of times summons his god is not a good look either. That's implicitly agreeing with Shijima. That's like your last chance to decide, right? Oh, when I passed, I could have attacked the succubus. Tornado this one. There we go. Don't need to run away from encounter skill. I can retreat from every encounter with a 100% success rate. Thanks for the chakra drop, baby. I got another Tetraja rock, that's also good. Okay, I already have the red Kila. But if you agree with the rest, then you get demon. But... oh, I see. What happens if I... no, but if I dunk Hijiri and... right. Oh, no, I wasn't even supposed to link back there. It's faster to just walk backwards. Oops. Gonna have to endure some extra ladder scenes because I was in this very spirited conversation. Because if you dunk Hijiri and then allow Ariman to get summoned, then you're on Musubi ending. That's basically the steps that a Musubi ending run would do. Oh, no, you don't! But you're also fighting Fudomimi. Fighting Fudomimi locks you in on Yosuga. That is the weightiest of all the decisions. I've definitely heard that bit of lore spouted multiple times. If you fight Fudomimi, you can only get Yosuga or True Demon ending for endings. Hence why I'm gonna pump Vit and be ready to fight the Seraphs with Heatwave in case there's a Makarakarn turn. How many endings are there? I believe there's 6. Because there's the 3 Reason endings, Shijima, Musubi, and Yosuga. There's Demon ending, Freedom ending, and True Demon ending. Yeah, there you go. 5 in vanilla. Fukataba's got it all figured out. So yeah, this lower cube maze doesn't make a lot of sense. You just kind of like hit the switch and stuff happens. Nobody knows the logic of it. Is any of them the canon ending? Well, Nocturne hasn't had an official sequel yet. But I think Demi-Fiend making his way into Digital Devil Saga and SMT 4A DLC would sort of suggest that True Demon ending is most likely to be considered canon. I think the concept of the Amala universe introduced in this game's, like, Labyrinth of Amala area, the optional area that leads to the True Demon ending. That seems to suggest that all SMT games are canon because they're taking place in alternate universes. Yeah, I guess the Freedom ending is the most uplifting one. I don't like the concept of it, and yet the music at it got me feeling all sentimental. Some people think that SMT 5 may be some sort of direct sequel to Nocturne, but we shall see. Onto Hifumi now, so I can learn Force Boost. These Kaiwans are immune to magic, so I'll get this Heatwave skill to attack them with, and then learn Force Boost from them. Heh. I'm also just gonna duck into this terminal and back out. Just You see how the radar in the corner under my compass there in the bottom right? It goes from yellow to orange to red. But leaving a terminal room sets your radar aggro back to yellow. It's unknown how many actual steps it will take to get your encounter. That's kind of rolled when you step out, but I mean, on Merciful, going back to yellow is basically not gonna get any encounters. Nocturne is amusing because has a reputation for being a very hard game, but without hard mode and without Matador and Dante, it's really not difficult at all. So maybe new speedrunners will come in droves, if there is interest. Alright, this would be a logical place to save. I guess this is one of the few places in Merciful you could still die. Because these Kaiwans will be using instant kill attacks. I have 5 Tetragyrocks? I got 2 from the cube. All the rest I must have got as rewards. From my demons leveling up. There we go. Oh, I passed when I got a crit. Oops. Just wasn't expecting that. Uh-oh. MC can die? Thanks, Merciful. Did that much? Wow. Wowie. Goodbye, lunge. It was fun. Ah, there we go. Got stunned. Another Tetragyrok. Keeping things stable. Yep, just healing on the road. That's the way of Merciful. Ooh, looks like I lost 15 seconds for going the wrong way. Yeah, SMT games often have an apocalyptic setting. I really enjoy that. This is the only game in the series I've played, though. In fact, I still have only played 2 other Atlas games, Etrian Odyssey and The Dark Spire. Is this the apocalypse? No, it's Michigan. Can't have any Maka in Detroit. Oh, another encounter. Bye. Alright, so I just learned Force Boost. I've been cranking magic this far. Now we're going to see the fruits of our labor. A preview of what is to come. Hopefully Osei won't use Makara Karn on me. Those Incubus guys are like the same size as Pixie. Oh, right. I gotta learn Ice Boost. I should have had Ice Boost by now already, although I actually don't need it yet. I guess I can just learn it over mana bonus. I could learn Mind's Eye, which lowers the chance of back attacks, but I still have never seen a back attack in Merciful, even without Mind's Eye. So we finally caught up with Hikawa, the epic gamer who summoned Baphomet to try to kill us. I keep doing the streamer Wii thing, but... yeah, he's just kind of gloating, doing an old villain monologue about how this new world works. Do you know why Magatsuhi exists? Yeah, those will-o-wisps in the very first battle yelled it at me. They want to eat it. No, it's not simply for demons to consume. Magatsuhi is a spiritual force, born of negative emotions. It must be gathered in order to conjure an incarnation, a god. I can be the champion of your capital R reason. You know, yes. So this vortex world happened, you know, the event that caused the end of the previous world was called the Conception, because this vortex world is like a larval new world about to be created. So that's why there's all these wars going on. It's these competing ideologies for what should the new world be like. Hikawa says that he is trying to gather enough Magatsuhi to create the reason of Shijima, and then use that to create the new world. Are you worried about your teacher? Unfortunately, she's not here. She's the Maiden of Creation. Yeah, he did call her a troublesome maiden in that first scene in the prologue. Capital M Maiden. Miko is the kanji scene in the Japanese script. Go and join the masses that failed before. Why is Pixie second? Pixie's gained more agility than High Pixie? Tetrakarn. Okay, that'll reflect physical. I'm gonna do something a little different here. And a fifth one for the road, I guess. Kogeki-su. Nope, pass. Wing Buffet lethal. Thanks, Pixie. Oh, I learned Fog Breath, huh? Oh. Accidentally said no to Pixie. I guess I had more encounters on the way down. Alright, so apparently Hikawa fired a laser at the Mantra HQ in Ikebukuro or something, and he said that he's draining all the Magatsuhi out of the area. Guess we should go check it out. Did it already happen? Maybe if the drain is happening right now, maybe we shouldn't be here? Oh well. And once again, I have to walk on the perimeter of this square, so this is where I get to heal. Oh yeah, another cutscene.
ねえ
Yeah.
私おかしでも君
E major 7 sharp 11. Good chord.
私この動作もたくさん
D major 7 sharp 11.
確かでも
C sharp minor 7.
私結構
And what's this?
せも強すこの
I need time to think.
でき
I don't think it's weird, Knight the Dragon. I think they're making a point.
これがねい
Scratch Chiaki and Yosuga bleeds, you know? She already came across as preppy and power hungry on the phone call at the beginning of the game. You can be like, is now really the time for that? I think it's faster to go to the basement first. Whoops. Oh well. I already input 3F. Oh yeah, the outside of this place looks different. You can see the Magatsuhi drifting upwards. Full of clock. It's supposed to be harder to get away? Not on Merciful. You sense strong power behind the door. Will you enter? Usually that means there's a boss fight. But instead, it's just another cutscene. Gozutendo would be a weird boss fight because he would be too big to fit in the frame. I think he's bigger than the final boss. Alright, and then we watch the statue fall apart. You don't see the middle finger fall off like you do in PS2 Nocturne. It's kind of like kept out of the frame. It's weird. You'd think there'd be more room for that, because this game's in 16:9 ratio instead of 4:3. Alright, then the lights go out, and yeah, the scene just kind of awkwardly ends. And now we're outside of the room. Poof, there you go. Finger is compressed, like the audio. It's the same audio as the PS2 version. I guess they don't have the masters anymore. And then Thor is there, and he's like, oh, I thought you'd be here. Well, what we should have done was build a kingdom of strength. Instead, all we did was enforce a reign of terror. We fought against Hikawa, but that wasn't good enough. Alright. I probably should have gone back through the building if I did roof first. Oh well. Yeah, and then another menu. More healing. Walking across this floor 2 more times. another cutscene we have to do before we're allowed to leave. Whoa, Isamu is alive? He just kind of walks at me perfectly fine? Maybe he's not perfectly fine. There seems to be something wrong with his hat. Let's see, should be bent this way? No, this way. No, this way. No, this way. Isamu, are you okay? That Magatsuhi is mine. Mine! I want it back. No, what he actually says is, he actually gets a bit defeatist, like, oh man, Assembly of Nilo's gaining ground, the mantra's finished, we don't know where our teacher is. We're in big trouble, dude. But I heard there's this mannequin with the gift of prophecy who's being kept prisoner in Mantra's secondary base, Kabukicho Prison. I'm gonna go there and find out what's up. He'll tell me what to do. So now that we have a lead on where to go next, this eastern exit out of Mantra HQ that was always guarded. Well, this guy has been on shift for a long time. He's looking pretty tired now. Alright, finally we can go to this part of the world map. This is where Hellbiker would attack you, but luckily we're on vanilla, so no fiends. No need to save and reload for bad Hellbiker luck. I think I'm gonna go around this red stuff. I don't think I ever got a float ball as a gift, right? I did not. You get a little bit of lag moving through it. Well, I think based on the music, I just would have been faster to go straight through it. Oh well. Oh, it's gonna be a tall moon phase in here. Perfect. Might get the. I'll probably get the jade from Big MIZUCHI's chest. Okay, I'm gonna remember to tag this terminal this time, and that will save me time before the next split. Unfortunately, the next split is a really long way away. A lot of walking and talking before that. Before my next boss, who will die to pass Racunda, pass Tornado, repeat. X-Guard. I feel like torturing those mannequins right now. Wait, are you telling me the mannequin village got abducted because I opened the checkpoint and now they're all in this prison? Feels bad. Beer. Sure. Anti-Mind might have become Void Mind, and that would have been very good. Oh well. The boss of this place goes first and opens with an attack called Mirage that has a strong chance to inflict panic status. Luckily, I can just completely negate that by ingesting the Magatama Iomante for immunity to mind status attacks on my main character. However, I'm just going to hope that... Actually, wait. Oh, here we go. This is where... That's why I picked up the Dismute. I was hoping to get a poison or stun status on the High Pixie, because if she got either of those, she wouldn't get panicked, and then would be able to use Mei Patro to cure panic on everyone else. Alright, well there's my wasted 5 seconds. Just figured I would show that off in a run, but I don't think I'll ever do it again. I think Merciful should just be made as no-nonsense as possible. Says the guy who's going to sack-fuse MIZUCHI. Or, hopefully that's what I want to do. Alright, so there's like two versions of the prison here. There's like a parallel upside-down version and a Mirage version of the prison. Although there's this mannequin who's... Wait, they still have regular gravity in there? Oh, I guess so. That is why he's digging a spoon on the ceiling. Well, we distracted him and he broke his spoon, so he's like, you're responsible, you have to get me another spoon now. Alright, well, I'm gonna get him another spoon. But also we're gonna open these gates that will allow us more freedom of movement in the Mirage version of the prison. Now that the gates are open, I can get to the relevant cell. The collector mannequin is here in this prison too. Turns out he is the one who has Spoon. There's a MIZUCHI. Little blue snake. The boss of this place is a really big one, that's why I call it Big MIZUCHI. So yeah, routing my way through this dungeon was probably one of the harder things to learn about this speedrun, but now it's just second nature to me. I know exactly where to go. This place is pretty tough to finish otherwise. Alright, got him the spoon. This is one powerful spoon! The hole was dug in a flash. This is incredible! See ya! Oops, thought there was one more text box and I had to press triangle to clear it. Alright, back to the real world. But I need to defeat MIZUCHI to escape the Mirage. Okay, we're almost there. I just gotta open one more gate and jump into the Mirage again. Wait, I got here at Rising 6, didn't I? Looks like I'm just gonna miss full o'clock. Did I have bad pathing somewhere? I must have been falling 6. You there, hear what I have to say. Big MIZUCHI's in there. Defeat him and save our spiritual leader. This is not an ordinary. It had to be the one with main pressure. Oh no, spilled the money. I don't really care for extra turns here, so... Those panics are quite annoying. Really not a fan of panic status. Alright, I don't need any of those fire skills anymore. Jade? Nope. With the Jade, I could pick up Aramitama on my way to Obelisk, which would be a fun thing to include in the run. Not really necessary, though. I would have had a better moon cycle if I took a better path through Mantra HQ. I guess that only costs 6 seconds, though. That's very interesting. I wish you could just pick leave the room and then skip this entire cutscene. Doesn't work, though. This music is cool, and you have to hear it. Alright, now that that scene's been taken care of, I can step out here and resume the plot.
What?
Let me prophesy your future. A man at Ginza. There we go, I can return to the terminal this time. I forgot to tag the terminal in my last run, and I had to take 4 flights of stairs to get back to the entrance. Alright, a man at Ginza. What was that mannequin talking about? Let me prophesy your future. Let me give you a good video game hint. How'd you know I was here? Alright, Ijiri's trying to do some digging about the nightmare system, but the Assembly of Nihilo controls all the terminals that he has access to. But the mannequins mentioned they were going to migrate to the city of Askusa, start renovating the place and living there. So he suggests that we go there. Maybe their terminal will be on a new network, and Nihilo won't be snooping on them anymore. So we have to go there and activate the terminal for him so he can link there, I guess. Once again, I gotta walk past this fountain anyway, so I might as well heal. I was thinking of fighting the sisters with Kamado on to learn Mind's Eye, but I think I would rather just like fight them with Anathema or Miasma. Alright, so to get to Askusa, a new district, how do we get there? We've been everywhere on the world map. Not true. There was a train station that had like a, you know, a little piece of tape on the door that said closed, so we couldn't go in there before, but now we can. Typical RPG progression, you know, there's some guard standing in front of a shrine, some Momonofu standing in front of a train station. Oh wait, the trains don't work anymore, huh? No one operating the power plants in the Vortex world, huh? Well, I guess they wouldn't work anymore if it's hydropower. The currents of the world would not be the same. Instead, we just kind of have one river that flows really fast in a big ring. Alright, it's dark. Time to go through Rock Tunnel in the dark. No! Fight the sisters with Miasma to remove wild bats. No, I think I will fight Spectre 2 with Kamado, pick up Mind's Eye, I guess. Oh no, I gotta do Narukami next. Shock and a leg boost. Okay, yeah, that'll be perfect. Narukami, perfect for the sisters. Oh wait, I should grab this attack mirror though. Good safety item versus one boss in particular. This one boss that'll come up about an hour and a half from now named Ashiel. can do an attack that reduces everyone on your team to 1 HP, and then you'll do a normal attack. So that is theoretically a way to game over on Merciful. However, that turn is telegraphed. If he uses Dragon Eye and Mana Drain 5 times, then that means he's going to do that attack pattern next turn, so that's when you'd want to time your attack mirror. So yeah, getting through Rock Tunnel is simple. You just go left, and then right, and then right, and then right. Except for one little damage floor animation. The edge of the tunnel. Gotta make a hard left to get out of there. Touch the edge, load the next area. There's 2 more tunnels like this in the game. And you go to the right once you're back on the train tracks to leave. There's a lot of things in this game that have rounded surfaces and you can bounce off of them, Dragon Quest V engine style. Alright, we did it. We're in Kuramai, right outside Asakusa. Taitio. I always see a new district name every time I play this game. Asakusa. Sure does look pretty. I guess there's a fountain right here as well. I could heal once I walk to here. That might make a little more sense, because I walk over a damage floor on the way. This cutscene's pretty funny. Jerry's like, let me take my hat off. Oh, whoops, there's a whole bunch of glue on top of the hat. Oh, yuck, let me put that on my other hand. Oh, wait, now I'm gonna get the glue on my hand. Let me... Oh, wait, I'll just hold it at the edge then, where there's no glue. Just goes from his left hand to his right hand to his left. And then there's that sigh. Definitely not there in the PS2 version. HD might be able to save and load faster than PS2, but it loses time in lots of other places. You'd think that being able to custom transfer whatever skills you want onto your demons when fusing would be a big deal, but the speedrun was already counting for just transferring only 1, sometimes 2 skills anyway. The rest don't matter most of the time. Because what your demons do in fights is usually very specific. And you use Troffery or run from all random encounters. Unless you want to learn some ability on the way to somewhere else where the fighting's good. Kabukicho Prison's a good place for that, actually. Almost all the enemies in there are weak to fire. But I like saving all my MP for the boss fight even more, so I think the more I run this game, the less I fight in Kabukicho Prison. Alright, we're meeting a new friend named Sakahagi. Apparently he's a misfit mannequin who's also gathering Magatsuhi, not to summon a reason, but because he just likes bullying people, I guess? Just seems to really like blood and collecting faces. Just, you know, the local edgelord. We're gonna catch up with Fudomimi here in Asakusa as well, and he'll warn us about Sakahagi. He's like, yeah, he's we don't really claim him. He is not in line with our mission. Please try to ignore him. Too bad I haven't got Estoma. Just my 1 or 2 repulse spells. Now go clockwise on the world map to get to the next area. Whenever any text box comes up, I'm usually holding the triangle button so that it draws the whole thing as fast as possible. Alright, we did it to Mifunashiro, their holy ground at the center of the basin, where a muddy river runs and the mud is scooped out to create mannequins. I've heard that you can see this happen somewhere in Nocturne. So yeah, we call this place Mifunashiro, Fudomimi explains. And even though we're bros and you saved my life, this is our holy ground. I cannot let you in here. Well, too bad. I just needed to talk to you to advance the plot anyway, pal. Oh yeah, Askusa's just at the bottom. I disabled the DLC, so those two areas aren't at the bottom of my list, but in vanilla there's no Labyrinth of Amala at the bottom to fake me out anymore. Alright, so Hijiri did a journalism and has the update for me. Say, a picture's worth 1,000 words, so why don't I just show you? So why don't you take a look, I think is what he says in the PS2 version. Look, an obelisk in Chiyoda. We can see the Magatsuhi going into it, so I guess that is where we're going. I'm gonna go out this way, because I didn't get the jade. I could check if I could buy one more repulse bell, but I'll do that the next time I'm in Ginza, like an hour and a half from now. It's a long walk on the world map here, and a big clockwise spiral around the outside of the Rainbow Bridge that leads to Tokyo Tower. We're going to visit the back entrance of the Assembly of Nielo, which contains a very, very long tunnel that goes to where we need to go. And once it's new o'clock, I'll use my repulse bell here. That'll surely deflect the encounter that I'm about to get. Repulse bells and all those other duration-based items reset at new o'clock. Ah, perfect. See how the radar turned from red to yellow before I got off the bridge? Getting off the bridge, there's much bigger encounters. Alright, always go in the door that's inset behind two arches in these yellow buildings. Alright, now we're in a dark room, but you just kind of zag to the left and you're out of there. And then this is just a left turn and a short passageway. Leads through a familiar looking golf ball room, the true core floor. The true core floor for hardcore and neo-lore only. Alright, and then one more left turn and a long walk. Morning, Duke Desmond. How is chat doing? Can't really do any donation incentive type of things for Merciful any %, unfortunately. Casual or speed running? Casual is gonna happen after. Probably. Or maybe I'll just try to go to bed early, because it'll be like 2 AM by the time I'm done. Actually, it'll be like 2:30. Alright, and now there's another elevator that goes straight up 16 floors, but before I step outside, make sure to interact with this terminal, because it's a big terminal, and the small terminals in the obelisk link back to it. Donation incentive to create MIZUCHI, because MIZUCHI seems to be optional, but I am trying to create him on purpose. Require a route rewrite. Don't proceed until Flamus. Okay, 150.11, obelisk in. That's pretty good. Oh, it's really this long of a walk to the top of Obelisk and all the sisters' fights. Dante or Raido? Ah, yes. I would like to route Geis RTA for PS2. So, once I do that, I'll be able to start doing it on HD, and then it could be a donation war. Which version do we fight, Dante or Raido? The run won't carry on long enough or to the necessary direction to ever see the second fight. That would be an interesting bid war for my Merciful TDE route, though, because the Dante content in that route is 11 out of 10. I use him as much as I possibly can. Like, I get him as soon as I possibly can, and then use him in every fight. Except... wait. No, I do use him in literally every fight. Don't I? Actually, I don't think I use him versus Ahriman, but I could. The Atmosphere. No, wait, I do use him versus Ahriman. Otherwise, how is Titania or Black Rider getting possible actions? Alright, Daynava asked me earlier... Yeah, exactly. If I wrote a version that has Raido or Dante, then choosing either one could be a donation incentive. It would only matter for hard mode if I need the 100,000 Mako that Raido donates, but currently I don't. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the right. Not gonna stop at the terminal. I think I got a nice low aggro rating already. Yeah, Merciful TDE has so many bid wars. I can have Bishamon and Mara and... Actually, Mara might not even be like... I might have to fight Mara to fix experience in some scenarios. That happened last time I had to do Merciful TDE. Daynava asked me earlier, do you fix the phase of Kagetsuchi at any point in this run? And well, these moon puzzles that set the clock to new, and then stepping on tiles forcibly alters the phase of Kagetsuchi. That alone should standardize my clock. Should be the same position from, like, in every run of this I do from now on. It takes 16 steps for the phase to advance one notch. This is a puzzle that's supposed to get you to use the right stick to, like, look upwards at the wall, because the cube will always turn. It's like Bow Spider from Mega Man X, or the Hot Water Cup Noodle game from WarioWare for Game Boy Advance. The cube always turns. Time passes quickly. Oh no, another puzzle where I need to make the segments add up to 8. Japanese selection game. Wait, what is? Assign a bunch of roles, cover up the middle, everyone puts a name, and then they walk the path. Sounds like you gotta build a labyrinth for that first. Build it and cover it. Oh, I see. You have to follow the branch to find out who got what role. I see. Right, so you just need someone to make a labyrinth first. You could just have all the kids like scribble on a giant poster. Or just like scatter yarn on something. Follow the threads of yarn. I'm almost there. This is the top floor. There's the E terminal, which I will be using to leave. I'm not even gonna use a Tetraja rock, I'm just gonna like YOLO the tornadoes. And I'm gonna keep Iomonte on. I would rather dodge Mahama than get hit by Marin Karin and get charmed. Man, this is every fight in the game. Oh yeah, Clotho has 2200 HP, so I did enough damage to just one turn. Alright, time to switch to Narukami. Thor ate the Persona 4 protagonist for breakfast, turned him into a Magatama, and that's what I have now. Just doing this for +6 magic. I guess the Elec resist is kind of neat too. Lakusa sounds so funny in Japanese. She used to have a really classic PS2 version. I'm gonna need dubs here or I'm not one-turning. Perfect, I did just enough. I prefer to go down because that doesn't cause a camera shift. Whatever shall I do? Same thing we've done every fight, Pinky. Pass, Raccoonda, pass, Tornado, repeat. The dynamic, strategic moves of Merciful difficulty. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I didn't get it in one turn this time. Fine, I have a boosted Fire Breath. Alright, 100 MP for MC should do it. Try to take over the Amala network. They're Pixie, and the Fiend. Alright, that'll have to do. Nerf! Okay, gonna do things a bit differently though, because of Pixie's MP situation. Gotta watch out for Makarakarn from Lachesis here. Okay, she wasn't gonna. The run is saved. Oh no. Okay. Didn't give them an extra turn. The run is saved. Alright, Makarakarn is done. Oh! Pixie lethal. Pixie lethal? Nicely done. Gonna get some more Vits so my Heat Wave attack does more damage. I'm just gonna clean up my move list here. I could actually learn Anti-Elec over Fire Boost. That would be funny. I just happen to have this Amethyst. And a Pearl. Neato. Look at that. Remembering to tag the terminal saved me much time. Alright. Here's the second biggest break in the run. I guess I'll go stand on my balcony for a few seconds. Got back just in time.
ありなおかしらわつけ確かわやそでまだ私
You know what I should save that muscle drink for, actually? I should save that for my Samael fight. Protect Pixie with... Or protect High Pixie or Queen Mob or whoever gets May Patra. Oh, Mizuchi would have May Patra as well, though. My new High Pixie would have May Patra as well. All of my demons would have May Patra. Dude, I can buy some muscle drinks from the collector, but then I'd also have to buy Dismutes. I don't think he also sells Dismutes, so the strategy can't possibly be worth. Unless I just buy so many muscle drinks I can overwrite Mute. I might not be able to, though. Getting my Mizuchi muted would be very annoying. Apparently the encounter rate in here gets even lower after you beat the sisters. So it should be a nice easy walk to the E terminal. I'm gonna go straight into Amala 2 once again. with Kamudo on. I'll learn Mind's Eye over Fire Boost. Better passive. Or I could learn Counter. That would be funny as heck. That would just, like, make my fights take longer with counter animations. That's all that would do.
Yo.
There aren't really any other passives I could learn. I don't need anti-ice or anti-fire or void force or void elect or... I don't think I can learn any voids yet. Can you transfer me to where Samu is?
Yep.
I gotta figure out those chords. Alright, I didn't get the Jade, so no Aramitama, so no Tarukaja and Pixie. Oh yeah, this is where you go right first. This is the only time you go right first at a Y fork. Terminal's acting up. So yeah, Hijiri already knows all the lore that we know about, that we got at the top of the obelisk. We saved our teacher and she lamented about like, ugh, I thought I would be your strength and now I'm just getting used by Hikawa. And then the old lady and her master show up to explain that like, oh, you get it now. The reasons are coming into being. There's about to be competition. You'd better choose one to side with or judge them all. You decide. Encounter on 4 o'clock. Little Merciful, let me escape. Yep. Good. So in this part of the Amala network, we meet more spirits. They look a bit like Spectre, but they're not hostile in the same way. They mostly just talk about, I didn't shun society, society shunned me. I don't need anyone else. These are the lonesome spirits who inhabit the new demon internet, much like the internet of 2004, when this game came out. Lovely people. I very much relate to them. Musubi has been the fastest ending for normal any percent for a long time, and it also is probably the fastest for Merciful. But I am really gunning on demon ending being competitive. Yeah, it's always new o'clock when you get here after the sisters. One, I guess.
You are like me.
Oh, I realize now I made a mistake. I should have gone into this fight with, Miasma. The skills from that. I guess I can do it from some other fights then. Why did I attack? I could have perfumed it. Yeah, I'm like only 4 minutes off world record, precisely. I don't do magic! Insufficient MP. I drain you! It's a good comic relief boss fight. Spectre is kind of like the junior troopa of this run. Looking forward to you getting back into it too, Gar. get rid of most of them? All of them? Okay. Cool. Let's get more magic while I can. Okay, I don't need focus. Or Mind's Eye over Fire Boost. Don't need fire skills anymore. Oh, my demons didn't talk to me this time. Oh wait, Pixie did. Alright, well that makes things go faster, doesn't it? Okay, well, next fight will be Iomante, I'm afraid. Spectre 3, I gotta fight with Jed. Let's see. Oh, I can do Miasma versus Albion. Perfect. And I can... Oh yeah, I usually do it versus, maybe versus Ashiel, but I could also do it versus the Seraphs, or Fudomimi, or not Fudomimi, versus the Seraphs. Yeah, I guess the Seraphs are like my last chance to learn Glacial Blast. Petition for Spectre to be voiced by Shire. we need a mod. And I don't know if voices can just be injected into the PC version that easily, but I'd be all for it. I learned new magic! Ooh, I eat you!
Yeah.
So in order to get the demon ending, it's basically the bad ending where you just kind of like disagree with everybody. You just kind of have a tantrum, like, I don't like any of your reasons. No creation. So then you just kind of... Kagutsuchi doesn't even fight you, he just kind of gets mad and leaves. So that's why I'm kind of giving these wishy-washy answers to everybody. Or I could straight out reject them. As long as they're all kind of in equal standing.
Me.
I saw what happened, I'll go after him. Why don't you check out Oskusa? Maybe the mannequins are up to something. Okay, fine. It might be faster to walk upwards from Mifune Shiro. But I'm already in Oskusa, so I guess we'll keep up tradition and just walk from this side. Endure the same amount of doors and loading screens as usual, rather than loading Mifune Shiro and going backwards. That's something I'm gonna have to do a time trial test of. Maybe like right after this stream, actually. Or after this run. I did do time trials of like both paths through Yoyogi Park, like the very last one, right before the boss. This time we go counterclockwise on the world map. Unbelievably, the next plot trigger is just a random demon in a hallway that we have to talk to. That will make the next plot cutscene able to show up. Oh no! Another encounter. Reset. Here we go, this Wapo in this hallway. I heard I saw Hikawa. Things are heating up in Ikebukuro lately. I heard I saw Hikawa by the Mantra headquarters. Well, that's where I'm gonna go next. Went on sale on PSN. Grabbed it before work. Nice. I didn't know it went on sale on PSN. That's gotta be good news. Once again, I must walk by this fountain. Oops, I opened my menu to heal for no reason. So I guess you go to Ikebukuro 3 times, and you're just sort of forced to heal all 3 times. Forced to. It's just convenient too.
したい
I really love this conversation, especially in the PS2 script.
我が
Hikawa finally explains his reason of Shijima. A man's greed is like fire. While small, it is warm and comfortable. But fire soon grows into flames, devouring all in its path. I propose
何す
an eternal transhuman existence of
Oda
quiet
is-
repose, in harmony with the universe.
そう
Don't you agree? You're deluded!
少数はさて君は
It was on sale on Switch for the past week. Ah.
他の
Maybe it will be Steam's turn next month, eh? So soon? That would be nice. I'm gonna go around the escalator the other way out of spite. Oh, that bump. Alright, so now that I've done that, there should be a new cutscene happening here in Mifunashiro. It's at this point you're like, what do I do? I think Hijiri gives you another hint of like, why don't you see what the mannequins are up to? So Fudomimi's having a meeting, a sermon of the tunnel. Everyone, listen very closely.
みんな
What
の
I'm
これ
about to say is critical to our future. But we should not fear this.
未来
Like, anybody get the rest of that? Alright, now that all that is taken care of, a new tunnel has opened up in Askusa magically. As Hijiri explains to us.
あ
Those mannequins are pretty industrious. How do you get the freedom ending? It all depends on what you say to Aradia after this boss fight. Aradia asks you if you're ready to be the champion of neutrality. More lengthy shopping.
いらっ
That's
しゃ
fine.
いとうん
Just buy like about 35 of these.
ああああいやいい
Can't get dismutes, so I'll just get
ああうん
like 10.
ああああいやいい何いや頑張る
That's the only difference between the demon ending and freedom ending. It's just how you answer Aradia. I'll have to add this to my notes if I ever make Merciful any % notes. Buy 3 dismutes in Shibuya at the beginning. Once again into another dark tunnel, but this one's even shorter than the first one. Pretty easy to navigate in the dark. Trying to go mostly straight ahead and weave a nice path. First tunnel is not very fun. I think you... Oh, right, you just have to go straight first, and then left, and then left. Oh yeah, then this is the big squiggle. Here's a door. Here's the stairs, or ladder. The ladder looks very similar to the improvised ones that Duster builds in Mother 3, eh? When is Mother 3 any percent? That's a good question. Wouldn't mind learning that game for a 12-hour challenge or something. I played it on emulator though, so it was hard to be good at the rhythm game stuff. I wonder what's the price of a Japanese Mother 3 cartridge? Because I'm pretty sure Game Boy Advance is region-free, isn't it? I could just plug it into my Game Boy player and it'll work. Oh, I'm so stoked. I'm gonna be able to grab my heirloom GameCube with everything attached. I can start speedrunning Game Boy games. I would love to get a copy of Final Fantasy Legend 2 again, but I do still have my copy of FFL 1. I can play that. So yeah, there's this little stone in the construction site here called the Yahiro no Himerogi, which apparently has a ton of Megatsuhi, and our teacher wants us to get it for her. Because this goddess Aradia possessed her at the top of Obelisk. Oh right, I have to remember to tag the terminal. Otherwise it'll be a harsh walk. Whoa! Hypixie in an encounter? This is a super rare encounter. Usually I have a stoma here and wouldn't be able to get encounters. Two of the best video games. Mother 3 is good. I don't know if it would be that if I'd put it on the same level as Nocturne though. I don't know if it's a good speed game. It probably is. I'm sure Jealous Base is a really exciting run, part of the run. I didn't really get any emotion out of Mother 3, though. I am a weird individual. Got followed for the do. 2 different people were streaming Fazanadu Randomizer today. Including the good old Zelda 1 Randomizer commentator, LOZ Cards Fan 23. All the Mother games are generally good speed games. I think Mother 1 would be an interesting speedrun, actually. Haven't played that game in like 10 years. I guess I could just play it again on my flashcard now. That'd be a fun one to like try to route myself. I don't think I remember the game well enough though. Actually, I think there's some pretty... I think there's a big glitch you can do in Mother 1. You can like get your party members in the wrong order and it graphs their stats in a way better way or something. I do want to get back to Fazanadu eventually, Gar, but like Nocturne HD has just come out. It's new and exciting. Lots of new speedrun categories. And every day I wake up and I type in twitch.tv/directory/game/Shin Megami Tensei III: Nocturne HD Remaster, and nobody is speedrunning Nocturne, so it's up to me. No one else is gonna route all these categories, but I find it easy, so I guess I'll just do it. I'm not used to receiving gratitude for anything I do. I just do stuff because I find it exciting. Going around being like, come on, aren't you impressed? Pay attention to me! It doesn't end well for me. The validation must only come from within. Never count on other people for acceptance or satisfaction. Isamu totally has the right idea with the world in Musubi. Glad to see the love for Nocturne runs. My viewer count just seems to keep piling up as I keep doing Nocturne runs, and it really surprises me. I usually only got viewers for Fazanadu runs, and now I get even more for Nocturne. I guess it is kind of an obscure game. Most people don't speedrun it because it seems like a giant RPG and is known for its difficulty, but here we have Merciful, and these nice short runs which are just kind of a walkathon. There's 2 paths through here, right? You can take the right door. Like, there's kind of like a grid of like 3 doors in 5 layers. So you can go middle, 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 left, left to get through, or right, right, left, left to get through. Okay, I put on Iomante earlier. I think. I'm pretty sure I did. Not even gonna bother healing. Gotta go with Iomante just to block Panic Voice and take away some of this boss's turns. So Sakahagi's kind of threatening us here.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that skin of yours will make a nice coat. He kind of goes like this, but I'm pretty sure the front of his body is like clipping through his belly. But because the camera's looking straight ahead, it's not really obvious. I did 2 Merciful runs yesterday. That's how short this category is. I gotta say I enjoy Merciful TDE a lot more than Merciful any percent. Probably just for like the silliness factor. Alright, and here I could put the controller down. Oh, I won already? Thanks, Merciful. Time to crank Vid a little more so Heatwave can do more damage. Don't need any of these skills from Iomante. Oh, Hypixie looks unhappy. Fine, you can talk to me. This bead looks good on me. Okay. I lost 11 seconds. Wow. But before I can leave, the fairies kind of have to wake up from their dream and get a little bit of plot exposition. The fairies are like, oh, we went mad with power. It was all Sakahagi's fault. Also, a girl came by and got beat up by Sakahagi. I hope she's okay. And then the fairies leave. Alright, this is why I had to tag that terminal in Yoyogi Park. So I can link back to it instead of having to walk backwards all the way through that maze. I guess all the fairies that were teleporting me around have left, but it's still a pretty lengthy maze to have to walk back through it. Alright, coming up next, I need this one.
Okaija. もう約束これで
So yeah, this is the scene where I have to just give the default answers at the top here. Aradia's gonna show up and interview me. Are you ready to be the champion of freedom, human? Do you fear the suffering and humiliation? I'm terrified. I'm a Twitch streamer. I hate suffering and humiliation. Wait, what? That scene did give me a good spook the first time I played this game. I love the lighting in this scene, by the way. Apparently this game doesn't have like a manual lighting engine, and all the shadows are drawn by hand in this cell shading style. I guess that's why this game is still so visually appealing. Hey, Copa didn't show up! How come Copa doesn't show up on Merciful? That's so weird. I gotta go back to Ikebukuro one more time. There's a couple people you can talk to that'll give you hints that this is where you're supposed to go next. But I already know, so I'm just gonna go here. Yeah, routing this game is a lot of fun, because, you know, it's a monster collecting RPG, like Pokemon, or Final Fantasy Legend, or Dragon Warrior Monsters, or Demi-Kits. Hey, wait a second. So the routing options are quite vibrant, quite different. But as you can see on Merciful, I've just kind of been slogging my way through with nothing but the pixie I started with, and the power of money to clone that pixie into her myriad forms and make fusions out of the exact same demon. However, I'll make it a notch more interesting after the Seraphs. Oh, what am I gonna learn Makakaja over? Let's see. What are my skills again? I have Life Boost, Heat Wave... or not, Life Bonus. Life Bonus, Force Boost, Ice Boost, Tornado, Mind's Eye, Shock, Elect Boost. I think I just get rid of Life Bonus at this point. Or Mind's Eye. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of Mind's Eye. I want my Heat Wave damage. Here's another nice long cutscene. Good place for a break if you want to learn this run. Also, you can play this game on keyboard. Optimal way to mash is to hold tab and C, or hold tab and mash C in space, at least by the default control scheme. I think you can remap all the keys on keyboard Nocturne. This game is quite playable one-handed on keyboard, by the way. If I could have been a human, if I could have had a reason of my own, things might have been different. The spirit of Gozuteno is conversing with Chiaki, and they seem to agree on their ideals. So Gozuteno says, "Accept my spirit, woman. Be the strength that unites all demons." It's weird knowing I'm only an hour and a half away from the end. Well, Chiaki got a imperfect cell upgrade. Got a tree for an arm now, after Sakahagi took hers. Why does she wear a ring on that finger? That's so weird. You shouldn't wear jewelry at the workplace, Chiaki. It's a safety hazard. Alright, now the building is blue like Cool Ranch. Plot advanced, let's get out of here. Shiner, you forgot to heal when you got here. Yes, on purpose. Can heal on the way out, as I am forced to go around the square escalator again. Freaking escalator, man. It's supposed to make for efficient movement, but it's all it does is get in my way. Forced me to walk both edges of a square instead of a direct diagonal. Oh boy. Now that that's taken care of, Hijiri can give me another journalism lore dump. Tell me what's going on in the Vortex world.
Yo.
Yo. Here's what's going on right now in the Vortex world.
失われたマガツヒを求め、氷川が向かった東京議事堂。なんとかいう小娘がゴズ天皇の力を手に入れた。
Tokyo Gijido is the Tokyo Parliament building, by the way.
忘れられた神殿に眠る大量のマガツヒ。マネ方どもが断りを求める聖地三船城。
Mannequins are called manekata in Japanese. Soshite. Into the legend. Then Ikawa goes mad with... Hijiri goes mad with power all of a sudden. He's like, I know everything about the Vortex world. I should make the new world. Oh, please stand by. This broadcast has been cut short. Will you use the terminal to pursue Lubu? Oh boy. Gotta do this Amala network cutscene again while it loads the third Amala network. JK, they know you just want a boss fight. I think it's faster to mash for the top option here. Isamu will talk to you a little bit less. All that matters is that you pass the buck to him for Duncan Hijiri and the red-yellow. Alright, so I realized you can get a free shot on Spectre 3 on turn 1. Because his turn 1 is scripted. He just blows up and then his turn ends. You are like me. This time I kill you and be happy! Alright. The usual. Oh, nice Kaishin. Not yet, Chaos Finale. We're getting ready for it. I just kill you! That's all I do! I won't die! Even if I die, I won't die! Okay, dude. By the way, Dad. Alright, and now I can just pick up Makakaja. It's the earliest I can get it on this route. Screw you, Mind's Eye. Point skill. On Merciful. I just want my other demons to keep their Zeo skill. It's the only reason why I don't let them change. Yasma next. Okay, we're going in at Falling 3. Interesting. You can hear Isamu's voice.
Yare.
Yare!
Yo. Mazu.
Head through the door, and we'll talk. Okay. Even though everyone else would go left to go to the terminal to heal and save, I'm just gonna have a chat with my buddy Isamu.
高校
So he explains, there is a ton of Migatsuhi here, but it's actually guarded by 3 very powerful demons. Can you eliminate them for me? Thanks.
お前
My good buddy CCC from Beautiful Comments YouTube. Whatever, buddy. Friend. Alright, so to get through the first floor of White Temple, you go north twice, then through the next door, then you go straight again, then 180 degrees to the right. See what I mean? You go right, but then you're just kind of going the other way, 180 degrees. And now we're on the second floor already. And now it's just a teleport maze for the second floor, but I know the solution. You just go left and right. Let's go compass directions. That's less ambiguous, right? West then north. And north then west. If you want the Blessed Fan, you go north then south, but I do not need money at all on Merciful, so I'm just going to proceed directly to the boss. Go east. And then north then west, and we're through. Duke Desmond looking for the beast of the Weast. Boom, boom, boom. This guy is based on the Cerna Abbas giant in southwest UK. And that's not his abs at the bottom, by the way. And it's funny because the model viewer will not let you rotate him up and down. You can only look at him from, like, the front. You can only rotate him and, like, spin him. Okay. Neo green. Dark mazes. Can't see stuff. My least favorite ones are in Brain Lord for the Super Nintendo. Didn't aim for MC, who has Void Ice. Oh, that's fine. I think I'll just pass. Thank you. Tsubasa Bataki. Here we go. More of that. You know what? I'm gonna go for lethal. Pixie lethal. Let's go. I only leveled up once. Weird. That's fine. I'll remove the other skill later. You fully recovered. Lovely. Strange Journey as the worst teleport dungeon. Ah, yeah, that game seems to have a reputation for being nasty. That was also the last fight where I could have made use of Heat Wave. I think I killed Albion in 3 turns in my last run. But that one I had some pretty good luck with hitting the yellow one with Wing Buffet. That boss fight's actually really interesting. I should talk about it. So if you kill Albion, the Zoas will revive Albion, and if you kill all the Zoas, Albion will revive all the Zoas, the little guys. So you have to kill all of them in one turn. Each of the Zoas repels one element and is weak to the opposite. So that's why I was using Zeo on the green one. Otherwise my tornadoes could get reflected and kill me. And just end my whole turn as well. So I wasn't just doing it for, like, efficient turn economy, squeezing those Rakundas and Makakajas in between. I was very lucky that the one weak to force got hit by every Wing Buffet. Yaxini's finally back. Level 43 demon. So here's Red Temple. The gimmick of Red Temple is don't walk in the shadows. That's why I didn't just walk straight at the red thing. Because if you walk in the shadows, well, then you get groped. No, really, look. Bing! And now I'm in Jello country. And we got the good music again. Yeah, Scotty sent me to the Shadow Realm. Sort of. You have to step in the shadow, though, to get through the second floor of Red Temple. Luckily, you just do a little loop in there. Just keep going right until you're back in here. You gotta take the left door, or else you pop out in Shadow Country again. Here we go. It's gonna take me 2 turns of setup anyway, so... I'm just gonna fully buff up here. Oh, Hypixie's almost out of MP. I gotta watch that. If I have to do more than 1 tornado, I have to turn off auto memory so that she does something else. Okay, here comes an earthquake. I wonder if you can survive Earthquake on Merciful. I mean, you probably can. Yep, nice dubs. I'll just get Vit here. I've been talking about cranking Vit on MC, or Agility, I mean. But I'm not gonna do that yet. That's a little scary. I like the turn order I have now, for the most part. But how much agility I want to get will all depend on if I sacrificial fusion Mizuchi or just make a regular one. There we go. What's next? Miasma should be next. Keep working on getting ready to learn Glacial Blast, which has a faster animation than Tornado. It might do slightly less damage, though, because it has a chance to freeze. But what's slightly less when you're ripping 2000s per tick, right? What does that really mean? Don't mash too hard. There we go. I said yes the first time. Should save 7 seconds over my PB now. Nice shot of the Demi-Fiend's front. Okay, if you jump off here in the dark, you'll crash through the floor and solve the puzzle. And now I will just go directly to the boss. Even though there's a save room right there, and this is one of the few fights where I could die. I think I'm just gonna fully set up for 2 turns. Asho's got 8,000 HP, it'll be best if I set up as hard as I can and just go full attack with Hypixie's Wing Buffet. Just good. I just don't want to see mana drains, because that means I have to use my attack mirror. Nice dubs! Alright, that means I killed him. You can't survive a dubs on either one. 7500 plus whatever High Pixie does with Wing Buffet, which is doing like 300 to 500 a tick. Alright, let's just get rid of Null Ice. Glacial Blast is ready now, that's great. Logtail Plume for the quest. Signs of change can be seen on High Pixie's body? Oh, really? Now isn't that unusual? And now the third collection of Magatsuhi is heading through the water to the Reading Rainbow Temple. It makes like that Reading Rainbow synth effect. Oh, here we go. Isamu's got Hijiri on the train tracks! Thanks for the good luck, Ezomash. And,
Hi.
Good morning, Gouchier. Play piano along with the game. GDQ's done stuff like that before. I actually set about learning more stuff from Zelda 2. Big brain, play the game using piano. What is a piano but an 88 button controller? Or 61 in the case of the one I have. I could set that up too. Stop this, Isamu.
俺なてだが
Alright. Isamu gives us the chance to dunk him. But we'll get him to do it, so we can still become a demon. Gotta mash more. Oh, what are these chords again? Here's the C sharp minor chord, and then B minor's after it. Yeah, I was playing some Zelda 2 music, Specturtle. I think it was GDQ Express, one of the ones they did at TwitchCon. They had a Zelda 2 speedrunner and had the music played live by a piano player, but like 80% of the music in Zelda 2 is just that encounter music, always restarting. Yeah, these scenes are not skippable, but you can mash through the text really fast, at least. Way faster than Dragon Quest. This is practically luxury for me. I'm used to running Dragon Warrior 4 on the NES, where text prints out one letter at a time, so you're kind of peer pressured to picking a one-letter name, so that your level-up prompts are a few frames faster each time. We're gonna finish at level 29-ish, so... Ooh, new o'clock at Mifunashiro. I think this means I won't be sack fusing Mizuchi. just finished PE. What could that be? It's making me think of the card game Android Netrunner. The default identity for the Jinteki Corporation is called Personal Evolution. I like the sip of contemplation. Parasite Eve! Oh, it would have taken me forever to guess that. I wanted to watch the run of that at the last really long-a-thon. I think I put on the VOD, but I never finished watching it. Also, keep your eyes peeled in here. There might be an encounter with a mannequin that's pretty funny. Next speedrun learning project. I mean, after doing, like, Drakengard 2 all endings, or whatever took more than 24 hours, anything is possible. So, you have my support, Ezo. I don't know if... Can I just, like, pretend to agree with these demons? I don't know. Farewell! The demons left. Oh, wait, that's what it says on PS2. Not for me. Oh, I already have Miasma on, great. Might be using heat waves, so I'll heal up. Never racking and run. I might end up routing a platinum category for this game. How to get all the achievements.
Oh my.
Whoa! Woo!
You're right.
Sploosh. Alright. Yeah, if she shrugs, then she'll give you a chance to fight this guy Fudomimi. But I've been a Weasley demon, and Chiaki is displeased with me. You don't comprehend the reason of Yosuga. You let the weak deceive you. Don't bother saying anything. You're not needed anymore. Goodbye. Oh. Is that a D over A rather than a B minor? I think it is. Anyway, time to set up again. Looks like I should have topped up Hypixie more. I was a little cheap because she's gonna transform after this anyway. Oh no. Wait, it doesn't. I don't care if he double shields or whatever. Yeah, they can get both polarities of shields up sometimes. They also have resist magic, by the way. So when I do start attacking, it's they're not even gonna feel it that much. They're gonna take half as much damage as they should. Dang, I can only do one wing buffet with Hypixie. I'll just have to hope they die in one tornado. Somehow. Oh no, the Tetrakarn! I have to sit through another half a turn. Rude. Oh no! I'll get 1 point of agility. Alright, I do not need Heat Wave anymore. got being poisoned. High Pixie wants to talk. Yep. Let it continue! Speedrun auto-fight Fudomimi? No, not necessarily. You are locked into the Yosuga or True Demon endings if you decide to fight Fudomimi. There's kind of like these 3 key decisions before the Good Reason Gods are summoned. So this is kind of where it happens. I guess I don't have to let this pixie transform, actually, now that I think about it. Because I'm just going to fuse it with Queen Mob. Okay, I'll have to add that to my notes. Yeah, it looks like I lost time here because my demons transformed at the next fight instead. I accidentally denied High Pixie here. What? No. No way, Izo. This is an overall upgrade. I have the same number of High Pixies, most importantly. But my tiny little pixie, who's like 1/3 my height, is now like a fully grown snake woman. I'm not even like, you know, a Lamia, like... She just has snake aesthetic, and a really cool Fulgore mask, like from Killer Instinct. Also, that Tetrakarn turn moves me a little bit. Another cutscene break. Oh, I have a little bit of blackberry iced tea left. Good stuff. Yep, that's an important distinction, actually. I do not have High Pixie of the Fairy Clan and Pixie of the Fairy Clan anymore. My Pixie evolved into High Pixie now that I don't have a High Pixie anymore, because High Pixie transformed into Queen Mob of the Night Clan. So the way fusion works in Nocturne is it's just comparing the 2 families. So Night and Fairy gives me a snake, and I can create a Mizuchi which starts with Makakaja. So now I can have a demon doing Makakaja for me instead of having my main attacker lose time. Alright, let's see the moon phase here. It is definitely not sack fusion time. Or maybe I could do it when I arrive at the Dia building. Yeah, it's basically computing like this family and this family makes this thing. Thanks for the good luck, RDD. Alright, it's nowhere near full o'clock though, so I don't think I'm gonna sack fuse Mizuchi. This would be where I should save, because if I got a well, actually, if I'm not doing full o'clock, then who cares? You have a UI and a way for things to tell you stuff. Okay, I'm gonna stop by Rag's Jewelry here just to see if I can get a repulse bell. Oh, I can also get this great chakra. Nice, yeah, it's Rising 3. Zio, Rakunda, Carlotti, Maypatra. Oops. Yeah. I am Mizuchi of the Snake Clan. Just doing Shiranui for immunity to fire for the next fight. Alright, so from here I'm gonna have to figure out my agility. My agility is a puzzle. Let's see, Eros has 19 agility, Queen Mob will have 12, and Mizuchi will have 7. So the problem I have is that Mizuchi is slow. Slower than my fairies, almost always. And Eros has a ton of agility just because he's been leveling up for the entire run. So that means my turn order is going to be Eros, Queen Mob, Mizuchi, MC. So that means I can't do 2 Makakajas per turn, no matter what. So I think what I want to do is commit to having Mizuchi go 4th, and MC should go 2nd. So that means I have to get MC above 12 agility. I can probably do it by the end of the run. My turn order doesn't really matter in these other boss fights. They're so easy that, like, my turn order can just be pure harebrained chaos, and I will not care. Looks like that repulse spell didn't matter. Oh well. Mizuchi can also transform, but I'm going to deny Mizuchi's transforms constantly because it's just a waste of animation. It's just a waste of time. Long doesn't learn any cool abilities, especially in the context of Merciful. And I want to keep Mizuchi because he has null death. It matters for a boss fight that is coming up. One more rock tunnel in the dark. This one's probably the toughest, but I am not afraid. Oh yeah, I have to go left. Never mind, pathing was already bad. And I should see what moon phase it is by the time... Actually, I think it'll be close to full o'clock by the time I pop out of here. But I still would rather not sack use Mizuchi. Because I would have to teleport somewhere, and then go fuse, and then teleport again. It would add, like, 2, like, Amala Link animations to the run. That's, like, at least 15 seconds. Let's see. Wait, where am I? Oh yeah, there's the terminal. Okay, I know where I am. Alright, so I could definitely see people making the argument that, like, Shiner, why did you even fuse the Mizuchi? Well, it's helpful versus Noah. It won't open from this side. Oh! I know where I am. Mizuchi has some ice attacks, and will give me a better turn order in a few fights. Yeah, I'm glowy enough to light up the tunnel I'm walking through. Pretty helpful. I like how you just kind of go straight ahead for most of this tunnel. Just keep going straight. Keep hitting A to open doors, though, so I can't just one-hand this part. Why did I even make the Mizuchi? I mean, like, the Queen Mob, Eros, High Pixie party can definitely get all the way to the end. But I am greedy. It's only one fusion, so let it be good. It would definitely be better for Kagutsuchi, which is just an enormous HP sponge. I'll have to time, like, how long each of the cutscenes are. See if Demon Ending really is worth it. Look at that, it's Rising 5. You could sack fuse Mizuchi. It makes a level 52 Mizuchi if you sacrifice arrows. And then you can just summon your demons again. Just start leveling afresh arrows from a fresh level 11 once again. Alt. Oh, High Pixie took a beating. Pretty good. Extra turn. Dodge. Mizuchi died! I can't believe it, a demon died on Merciful. Well, that keeps Mizuchi's agility low, I guess. I don't need Mizuchi's skills or anything here. Oops. Zio became Mazio. Congratulations. Oh yeah, you gotta learn all these skills again. Yeah, this is the drawback of fusing Queen Mob, is you have to click through all these again. And get to watch this animation again. Queen Mob of the Night Clan, let's have some fun together. Good thing I have this revival bead. Oh, Queen Mob doesn't have Nadiara on yet. Alright, here we go. Off we go, once again. Need Null Mine for the next fight, so Yomante is the option. Oh, Mizuchi might have learned Mei Patra. If he survived. Oh, not in time for this fight, though. That's like... that's 2 levels away, I think. Okay, so apparently this is a shortcut that I've discovered by accident. And go north? Yeah. I can't believe a demon died on Merciful. Some incredible footage here. I praise you. I, Amada, will personally hand you the ticket to hell. Oops. Why? Oh, I have a new team. That's why he did that. Okay, okay. Yeah, your guys forget what they did with auto memory if your team changes, and my High Pixie turned into a Queen Mob. My cherished treasure. Oh, High Pixie... Mizuchi already has Mei Patra. Silly me. Okay, I seem to save time on Mata because I had more transformations there in my last run. Alright, so things have equalized. And my turn order continues to become weird. My power, thy path hath been closed! Iconic. I am just gonna switch to Anathema early to crank out my magic stat, and because that's what I need anyway for the next guy. The guy after Mott. With my power, thy path hath been closed! No, really, Mott sounds like that. Just wait till you hear him growl in the coffin. Okay, I gotta look at the floor real carefully here. The statue that doesn't have a reflection is where the boss is hiding. Is it this one? Oh no, it's not. Oh. He's so mad. The truth lies not in there. Is that it? It's so hard to tell in HD. Is it this one? Yep. Alright. Mott can only be harmed by one element. Oh. Got 3,500 HP though, so I might not get the one turn. 4 dodges. Satisfying. No, don't let Anathema shake, it might curse you. Can't remember why I might need Berserk. Don't learn Fog Breath. No. Wait, Anathema actually doesn't help. It's just gonna make me weak to the other instant kill move that follows up. So, what to do then? Well, I want Adama for the next fight, so I guess I'll just do Adama. Oh, the fiend now has set foot into my chamber of judgment. Alright, so there's a couple ways this quiz can go, but the fastest one is to just pick no at the first one. You can mash text pretty fast, so don't worry about it. Anyway. This MC third thing is so annoying. Alright, just gotta hope the Mahamo doesn't kill me, or the run is over. I have not saved for the entire run. Alright, I dodged it. What a surprise. Then Mithra died. I can upgrade Shock now. Don't need Makarakarn. Now you'll be mine. No! Make Mizuchi sad. Oh, Kagetsuchi, have the destroyer appeared. Is it falling 5? Oh, it's falling half. Alright, 50% chance for a magic incense. Whatever. I would have given it to Queen Mob. Oh yeah, I guess from this point onward I could let Mizuchi evolve. But it will just waste 30 seconds of, like, watching the transform. Oh right! Remember Iomonte this time. And the muscle drinks. Alright! Awesome! I guess I'll lose a few turns in combat to watching Mizuchi's poison ticks. But this gives me protection from God's Curse. A special attack that Samael has here that will inflict random ailments on my whole team. But I'll have Maypatra to cure Bind on anybody. I still haven't made splits for Samael and Noah yet. These splits are based on Musubi Run. I'll just manually add the times for those bosses afterward. Cure to Poison is another poison. Yeah, because Poison and Stun are status effects that linger outside of battle, temporary ones like Panic and Bind are a lower priority and can't overwrite them. That's just how Atlas decided to logic it up. Alright, Ikawa's about to summon his god. Oh, it's you, Demi-Fiend. I can't let you just summon your god, dude. I'm a demon. I gotta be a nuisance to everybody. This is probably the most annoying fight in the whole run, but I think I'm prepared this time. Both of my Maypatra users have status effects on them already. I still don't have a good turn order though. Oh, I should have used more chakra drops here. I'm not gonna win in 4 more Glacial Blasts. MC third is so annoying. More Raccoondas in the rotation is fine, though. Because this guy, yeah, God's Curse and then 2 Rakukajas. That's how this goes. Oh, nice. Got the pass off. Oh, nice. Really could have used dubs there, though. Charm time. Ooh! Healed him for 200. One more God's Curse. Oh, Iros got panicked. All those extra muscle drinks, dude. Didn't work out. Oh wow, it worked. Nice. Did not need to chakra drop after all. Ah, finally, 13 agility. Finally got MC second. I need to start saying no to talk to Mizuchi because he like slumps into like a hamburger snake in the cutest shape imaginable. Alright, 325. Gotta do this cutscene, Amala Temple scene, and then we'll be on our way to the end. You got combined with the Lost Ark to turn into the King of Noodles, Ahriman. It was this big. Bro, it was the most epic fishing story ever. Oh, she still has the Yahiro no Himorogi, even though all the Migatsuhi got sucked out of it by Sakahagi to summon that big elephant. Well, she gave it to me anyway, and then said, take it to Amala Temple. You might be able to open the way to a beautiful new world. What DBZ abridged moment? I gotta watch that whole series still. That could be a fun watch party activity on my Discord or something. Alright, one-way shortcut, Dark Souls style, back to the terminal. I like how Amala Temple's right at the bottom. That's how old I am! I can't imagine how it's said. Finally back at Amala Temple. Now, where did I see a triangle before? Oh, I think I get it now.
The time has come. No.
Here's the actual longest cutscene in the game. I'm gonna go kiss the air on my balcony again. Alright. Made the tips touch. Had a bigger tower descend out of Kagetsuchi from the center of the Vortex world and squish the obelisk back into the ground.
これ
Now there's a cord that runs right through the center.
これです
Actually, I guess it's a radius, isn't it? So now we can climb from the obelisk and go directly to Kagetsuchi and petition the ritual of creation at last. Yeah, Tetris Ball now has Cube Tower. Looking an awful lot like Stone Tower Temple from Majora's Mask, but even cooler, trust me, just trust me. The music out here is really cool. You have to take my word for it, though. I still have the SMT 4A DLC music going. You can go left or right around this first wall. They're symmetrical. I'm going the wrong way. I'm focusing too hard on playing music. That's not even a good thing to have in a marathon presentation video, because usually if you're on a marathon, there's a big overlay that doesn't have webcam. Music these days seems to have lost all meaning, unless you can see the human who's performing it. The visual gesture aspect is secretly very important to music. It's not something I wanted to admit, but it ended up being true. Show me your heart. What's he gonna say? I cannot see within your heart. Who are you? Yeah, that sounds like demon. If I spawn on the east tower... There's 4 elevators at the base here. It looks like I spawned on the east one where the mannequin is standing on the balcony. So, yeah, looks like we're on track for demon ending. Takes 11 minutes 20 seconds to walk to Ahriman and kill him from here. How big is this dungeon? Do I really want Adama as my Magatama? I should probably... Probably do Shiranui just to cover Mizuchi's weakness. No, that was only an issue because of Cert with the single targeting move. As long as anyone dodges, then Ahriman won't get more turns. Actually, most importantly, I just need enough agility to make sure that I'm going second. Well, Shiranui would definitely work. I think Jed could work. Shiranui or Jed would give me that with 40 magic as well for maximum damage. I don't need to learn Mana Surge. I really don't. I need to look at the agility situation. You have 13, you have 13. Okay, so +2 is my minimum here. Does Adama work? It does. Why do I want to learn Mana Surge, though? Whatever. Mana Surge over life bonus? Sounds good to me, then I don't ever have to stop to recover MP. But then I have a little less magic attack power. My Mizuchi has Absorb Elec and Null Ice. Yeah, I probably should just care about elements, actually. There we go. There's agility. Yeah. Alright, here's a cute little block puzzle. Yeah, I don't need to do anything with skills for the rest of the run. Thanks for the good luck, Yogi. Oh wait, I can definitely do Ahriman faster this time because I let one of my demons get killed by Hell's Call. Basically, at the beginning of the fight, Ahriman is like, let's play a game. I'm gonna be Bowyer from Super Mario RPG and you're not allowed to do these actions, or I'm gonna kill the demon who breaks the rules. Or kill MC if he breaks the rules. It's like an almighty instant kill that can't be prevented with Tetraja. Like, or Endure, they just die. Actually, I think Endure... Can you endure Hell's Call? Maybe you can. But yeah, Hell's Call hit me in my PB, so I will avoid that this time. I think I will just accept 2 turns worth of setup. Second attacker then. o'clock. Neat. Too bad I haven't got any bright light.
Vile deceiver. I shall destroy you and your despicable greed.
Physical attacks are forbidden. I'm weak to force, but I dodged. Weakness if you don't get hit for it. Precisely. I should have just passed instead of sitting through that second Bufala animation. Enough of this game. Games are meaningless in a world of silence. Now, face your doom! Usually I'm sitting cross-legged on the floor playing this game on the floor on PS2. This is where I break my cross-legged posture. He's so dead next turn. I should have let him change. Would have been funny. Queen Mob learned Mazio died. Excellent. I saved 2.5 seconds. Turned into a video game boss. Dude, dream job. I want to walk around with like a cape and spiked pauldrons. Cool looking helmet. Purple gauntlet. What else would be part of my look? I think I'd have runners like Demi-Fiend, though. I'd have lightweight ergonomic shoes, good for long jogs. Saying you don't do that? Wait, that I don't do what? Like, video game villain stuff? Because I absolutely do. Got hit by the banhammer for false reporting. Yep. He was breaking the rules, I had to ban him. Oh, I don't have a float ball. How unfortunate. This is probably not the most elegant path. But look at this animation for walking through this stuff. Well, I forgot to buy float balls in this run. Maybe I'll lose a few seconds to Noah. Hikawa's the Widow's Mountain hairstyle guy with the dotted suit. The most handsome character in this game. I mean, Demi-Fiend might be the hottest, but Hikawa is the most handsome. Is that how that works? I I think these definitions hold up. Yeah, the Ice River guy. That's the kanji in his name, Ice River. Talking about some actual people. Nice. I think I'm gonna keep Shiranui on for Noah, because I'm gonna see the ice turn a lot. Wait, that doesn't matter. Okay, do I want to learn Mana Surge or what? I don't think I need Mana Surge. This is like the most serious boss fight for the rest of the run. Shiranui will give me the best element coverage in case fire doesn't happen. Nage stream. Oh, okay. And Strive? Okay. I already reported my opponent for being a feeder. Was Xrd player. Okay. And playing Strive now. Well, only 3 bosses left to go. And then we're at the end. We're gonna decide the fate of the new Vortex, of the what kind of world will the Vortex world create. Little B minor keyboard figure here. Sorry, but it's time to say goodbye forever, just like Isabel. Alright, once again, I'm going to fully prepare. Ready for chaos. Chaos finale. Dude, chaos finale, your anthem's on YouTube. Ready for Chaos by Vagabond. New Style Gabber group. I froze him? I froze Noah? Why am I passing? I could be attacking him. He doesn't have his repel physical yet. I've never seen Noah get frozen. That was oddly satisfying. I was hoping I could weave in Queen Mob's Mazio dying into that turn, but that double Glacial Blast was just too good. Critical on Eros! That was some real damage. Oh, Noah's resistance shifted. It can only be damaged by ice. What a shame. Double Glacial Blast? He's slumping? Almost Mizuchi lethal? Weak to fire. I can't mess with that. I can get him with a tornado. The in-game optional super bosses can be charmed in SJR. That's a throwback to SMT1 right there. I probably should have leveled up. Quit pressing the tornado button.
Quit hitting the blizzard button! My city can't take it!
3:45:55 Noah. I'm liking this pace. Liking this pace a lot. Congratulations, you stole my future. The L of learning. Kurisawa just couldn't get anybody to like him. No, it looks like a tardigrade. It's a water bear. It's a type of microscopic mammal. Oh, it's a topographical map. Yeah, with those, like, tree rings. That's a good example. Looks a bit like a manatee. Yeah, another good example. Also heard whale or slug. Emo whale. Slug feelers. Yeah, those slug antennae. The sluggos.
Cool. Use.
Yog incoming. Yep. I love how Bufalo is like one of my staple attacks in this run. It's so silly. The animation on Bufalo is so slow, though. Oh, looks like my Noah fight was really good. Finally did Noah correctly this time. Alright, time to put on Jed and get ready for the final fight of the run. Just gotta get through one more Atlas Special, a teleport maze, to get to almost the top of this Tower of Kagetsuchi. Still gotta take diagonal paths wherever possible. And here's the other part where I wish I had a float ball. Where could I have bought 2 float balls, though? I would have had to buy them in the underpass, I think, when I was buying Hifumi and Kamado. I think that's like my only opportunity in the run. Anyway, the path through here is pretty simple. You just follow the red stuff. But look at all this extra animations I have to suffer through. Go outside to the Risk of Rain camera that's super far away. The damage floors do like 1 point of damage on Merciful. You can just ignore them. Alright, so this next boss is gonna make or break the run. I have to lay up only 6,000 damage, and then OTK for the other 7,000 damage. Oh, the damage is fine, it's just like the animation where you stop moving is where I'm losing time. I think I can buy float balls faster than take, what, 12 hits of damage from the 2 different pits in Tower of Kagutsuchi. There's the one after Arimun, and then there's the one on the way here up to Tower 3B. I don't have to go out of my way. They're sold for very cheap in a couple of shops, but the only... Yeah, I think the only shop I actually go to that would have them is Underpass. When I'm buying Hifumi and Kamado, and budget is a little bit tight, but I could afford 800. Can buy 2 of those and 8 chakra drops, or 6 or 8 chakra drops. Looks like 6 is all you need. This is another good place to save, if you care to make saves in this run. Alright, so this MC second turn order should work out for me. This is what I would want if I was going to fight Kagutsuchi, too. If I sack-fused arrows to make Mizuchi, Mizuchi would gain like 18 levels and probably a bunch of agility and end up being my fastest demon. Need not hesitate to fight each other. 6,000. It can be risky because of my big spells on MC. If I get a double tick, then they'll yeah. So I'm probably gonna go something like this. Rakunda, pass, Rakunda, Makakaja, pass. 1,400. I've done 3,000 already, so I'm gonna lay up the rest with Queen Mob and Mizuchi. Oh crap, how many Rakundas have I done? There we go. $4,500. Alright, that's a pretty good layup. Not Mizuchi lethal. Oh well. Oh, turn 4 kill is pretty good. Alright, GG. I don't care what happens. No! 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 See, he becomes a sad hamburger snake. Yeah, that nice double. I didn't need it. What a good layup, though, that, like, 3,000 plus 1,500 plus... You can see why I like having Maziodyne on Queen Mob, eh? No wonder this is a better run. She actually transformed in time. Learned Maziodyne in time for Noah. Which, actually, Noah died before that was even relevant. Oh well. Just need Maziodyne for this fight, then. I guess I did get a ton of double Glacial Blasts on Noah, though. So what would it be? Pass, Boltstorm, Maziodyne, Zeo, pass. Who could Zeo harder, Mizuchi or my high-level arrows? I don't know. Okay, we're almost at the top of the tower. One last little, like, 30-second camera pan of the top of the tower. The 666th floor. because I am a mod of the Nocturne leaderboards, I am just fully corrupt, and I say that if you're getting demon ending, time is when you click yes for go to Kagutsuchi. But in case in some future date, maybe a year and a half from now, I'll be, you know, burned out on Nocturne, and someone else will be mod, and maybe they'll change the rules, and so in case it's getting retimed, I will mash through all the text, so as to avoid spoilers, I guess. This part takes longer than you might think. I have to insert these 3 stones of treasure I got from the reason bosses. So I judged all their reasons, determined they were garbage, and now I'm gonna go to Kagutsuchi with my own reason, which will be so great. It'll just be the best. You won't get mad and throw the whole game out the window or anything. No way. This is like within 1 minute of world record, I think. Pretty impressive for fighting Noah instead of Kagutsuchi. But Noah has less HP than Kagutsuchi, and the gimmick of Noah's resistance has only stymied me for 1 turn, which was very short. Alright, and time. That's world record? I thought world record was 356. Yeah, sub 4. I didn't think I could execute this much better. I guess evolving... not canceling Hypixie's evolution the first time mattered. 358 is WR, wow. Both of them seem pretty well optimized. I think there were a few things I could do better. What were they, though? Oh yeah, I attacked Mada. Mada should have died on, like, the first turn. You should have just died to, like, Raccoonda pass, Glacial Blast, pass, repeat. Why would I even try to weave Makakaja in there? Yeah, it looks like Mizuchi did almost a fat nothing. So yeah, as you can see, like, just mashing through all that dialogue is a lot faster than fighting Kagutsuchi, even if that was part of the timing. Oh, wow, great news! Another world record on the Nocturne leaderboard. Gonna have to start creating more categories to conquer. Should I make a normal TDE leaderboard? I think Blimp is testing that run out right now.